Hello, Crawfordsville Athenian football fans, and welcome to the Athenian Complex. And as we get ready to take on tonight's contest, tonight's game for senior night, it's Crawfordsville Athenians on senior night, last regular season game of the 2019 season. Kent Manette and Brian Saunders, Justin Duggar, welcome you to Crawfordsville High School, and we're excited about this contest. We got two teams coming in, 0-8 records, and both teams are searching for their first win of the season. So this is a big game.
Right. It's hard to believe the season's gone so fast. Our players have come so far. The wins have been hard to come by, but that doesn't that's not a measuring stick for their season. But that's not the way they see it. They need a W tonight to put a good cap on this season. They worked so hard. They've improved so much. And they really got to come out and play well and get a W against the Hot Dogs tonight.
Absolutely. And Crawfordsville recognized their seniors about 15 minutes ago. Big, good group. Several first-year players as Coach Slicker got in there and started recruiting this summer and got several guys out, either out or back out for football.
Right.
Some of them out for their first time ever, and that's always fun to see guys as he's working to rebuild this program and get some momentum going. It was exciting to see, and so Crawfordsville's lined up on the sideline facing into what appears to be a beautiful sunset on a nice, crisp, cool evening, 59 degrees, sunny, and a beautiful night for football.
Yeah, this is the way you would script it.
Absolutely. We'll run through some starting lineups here as we get ready. We're about a minute and a half before kickoff, and so we'll run through the starting lineups. First for Frankfort, and their offensive line is just a second. And so Justin Duggar was just reminding me the score will not be updated for a little while on the screen. So just we'll make sure that we update you verbally. Kent and I will make sure that we get good and frequent updates for the score. So the starting lineups now for the offense for Frankfort. In their offensive line, Edwin Roman, David Mendoza, Alex Peralta, Diego Nava, and Tyler Gooden. Those are the guards, tackles, and center for Frankfort. At wide receivers, there are two, Kyle Earl and Cam Swinford. In the slot is Jade Ayers. At tailback, Jack Wilkins. The fullback, Franzel Pozos. And the quarterback is a sophomore, and Sam Michael. And then for the Athenians, the starting lineup on offense looks like this. Corbin Smith has been holding down that center spot all year long. Number 57, he's a junior. TJ Darty is at one of the guards, and he is a senior. Manson Simmons, another senior on that offensive line for the Athenians. A junior in Nate Schrader, and another junior in Peyton Buzenbark. And so actually Peyton's a sophomore. And so that is the starting lineup for the offensive line for Crawfordsville. That quarterback will be Cale McCarty, and the running backs will be Jack Pendleton and Kagan Fields. We think tonight we're going to get to see Braden Mitchell. He was actually injured, broke his collarbone in a preseason practice, and he's supposed to be back tonight. And then wide receivers for the Athenians, Carson Scott, Andrew Martin, and at tight end, Alex Hernandez, a big sophomore tight end. So I did not see who was receiving there. Did you notice what the signal was?
No, I'm sorry, Brian. I was watching the boys huddle up. They've got a lot of life and enthusiasm. The way they were all standing arm in arm for that ceremony. They look fired up and ready to go. I see the ball, and I don't know if that's the kicking tee. It looks like we're going to kick.
Okay. Looks like we have the kicking tee, and so we'll be kicking off, and Frankfort is going to receive. Looks like back for them. Oh, man. Not catching the number there.
Well, he's getting fired up. It looks like 23.
Yeah, 23. So 23 for Frankfort. They've got a
Christian Matias.
Yep, he's a senior, 5'8", 190-pound running back for them, and he's deep to receive for Frankfort. continuing on those kicking duties will be number 88, Alex Hernandez. Big Alex. Good. He's been holding down the kicking duties, kickoff duties for the Athenians all season.
Great. He's only a sophomore. Great young man. Football skills just continue to improve. I think with this coaching staff, sky's the limit for guys like Hernandez.
Yeah, I'm excited for him. And so here we go. Kickoff on the, again, last regular season game. Goes to one of the up backs, number 50 for Frankfort, Cole Wills. He's a senior, 5'11", 200 pounds. He didn't go anywhere. He just dropped to the ground. No. He did not drop the football.
No, and he jumped in the air and went horizontal and then crashed to the ground.
Yeah, he made a dramatic, without being hit, he made a dramatic stop of himself there. So Frankfort's going to take over. First play from scrimmage here as they take over on offense. They're spread wide, quarterback in the shotgun position. Two, his fullback and tailback are in the backfield with him. And so we'll see what they run. Again, Frankfort searching for their first win. And this is the third year in a row that Crawfordsville and Frankfort have met for the final game of the season. And both teams have been winless going in. So third year in a row. First year that happened, so 2 years ago, Frankfort came here and beat us on a last-second play. So they won it to go away, which resulted in a Crawfordsville winless season that year. And then last year we went over there and took care of business and beat Frankfort 50-8 at their place. There's a handoff on second down. It's number 34, Jack Wilkins.
That was a good run by Wilkins.
Yeah. I think he's going to get the first down. Yep. First down ball is going to be on about the 46-yard line.
Right.
So, really nice run by Wilkins. I know Coach Slicker said, obviously we like to run. Frankfort likes to run. So one of the keys of the game is stopping big plays and stopping the running plays for Frankfort.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier having Braden Mitchell back tonight. Just a terrible circumstance that he got hurt early in the season. They had a new offense that they worked on all summer that's kind of a precision wing tee, and it was a huge wrench thrown in the works with him going down. So it's really going to be excited to see him running the ball tonight and seeing their offense running fully staffed.
Yeah, you're right, Kent. And I heard really good things about him in the preseason and all summer, working hard. Just unfortunate in his senior year to get an injury like that, but able to come back for this game and the sectional and see what he can do here. So we go second down, 2nd and 7. Ball's on the 49-yard line. Yep, this is the sophomore quarterback. He's going to pass, but he just took off, and we tackled him out of bounds. But I don't
kept him to a gain of about 3.
Looks like it. That was number 8, Jesse Horton.
That's a nice
senior linebacker.
Yep.
So it'll be third down, and probably I would call that 5 yards to go.
Yeah, 3rd and 5, and that was
says 4.
Good pressure by the D-line.
Yeah. Hey, something unique about the game last year, just to get this in, half the field, the lights went out at Frankfort, so we played on half the field. When they would get to the 50-yard line, they'd swing it around and go the other direction. That happened at halftime. Lights went, hey, big third down. They've got him wrapped up, just having trouble wrestling him to the ground. A host of Athenians in there. I see Manson Simmons and Jack Pendleton. Lots of guys. So that's going to bring up 4th down. So Frankfort on their first series picks up 1 first down. And then it's 4th and 2. They are in Athenian territory. And when you're winless on the season, you may go for it.
Yeah, I think they're going for it.
which we understand.
Going to run that same off-tackle play.
Picked up 2 yards.
They're in the wishbone.
Yeah.
Double tight end wishbone.
And there's a little toss back, and he's got it, and then some. So no problem. I think it was number 34, Jack Wilkins again. He's a senior again, running back, and he picks up significant yards, but there is a flag, and it's going to be holding against the Hot Dogs. So that will probably change the play call.
Holding, it'll be 10 yards from
wherever it was committed. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So, Ken, I think we're going to be backing them up because obviously they picked up first down there.
Well,
so
good.
We'll do 4th down again, and we will back it up. It's going to be about 4th down now and 11 yards to go on this play.
They're going to punt it away.
They are going to punt this time.
Got Carson Scott back deep.
Yep, senior wide receiver and returner, and there's a spiral kick right to him. He has to jump for it. Makes a great catch, and he's going to use his wheels. He is turning it on. Makes a nice move there, and he's to tuck that football in. He did it. So that's about probably a 20-yard return there.
Right, all the way back to 45. There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, I bet we probably had a blocking mistake there or a holding mistake. But luckily where it's spotted, Kent, it looks like at least they're going to mark it from the end of his run if it's against the Athenians, and I would guess that it probably is. So, yep, holding call against the Athenians. Which reduces that big run, but Carson made a great move, turned on the burners, and probably had a 20-yard return there. It's going to be marked back. He's going to still get a 10-yard return. So the Athenians on offense will take over 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line, and they are in their typical offense that we've seen all season. Cale McCarty's under center. He puts Jesse Horton in motion today and hands off to Manson Simmons. We did not get to call the game last week. Sorry, the Athenians were at Tri-West, but I listened to the radio call, and Manson Simmons ran the ball last week. They got him in there at a kind of a fullback spot.
That's great.
And he did a nice job against Tri-West. It was a competitive game, and so doesn't pick up anything there, gets back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 for the Athenians, but Manson stays in the backfield with Jack Pendleton. Again, Cale McCarty's under center. And nobody goes in motion this time, but hand it to Pendleton, and he picks up about 4 on 2nd down play. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Kent, that's unique. They've got a guy in there. It's a senior that just wants to play because Manson, like he wasn't starting, he was on their O-line, and he was doing a great job there.
Yeah, Manson's just a great young man, kind of the captain of the defense.
Yeah. Athenians go
good
wide.
Football player.
Yep, wide 3rd and 6. So passing down, McCarty's in the shotgun. Snap is good, and he's got a quick pass out there. Pretty well covered. That was a wise. He really just as a quick pass to number 3, Kagan Fields, but Kagan was well covered on that. There wasn't anybody open. So, and he didn't have much time to throw. That's kind of been what we've talked about this a couple times, but that's been one of the issues.
Right.
Is just getting enough time to throw.
I was just going to ask in the status of is that 34 is Allen?
Yep.
He's in on the pump formation line.
Okay. So he's in there again. No Allen missed last week. Jesse Horton gets a quick putt, it's getting a great roll.
Wow.
We need to stay away from that thing and let it roll. Yeah. He did not get any air under that thing, but boy, he kicked a line drive and just off the front of his foot, and it down to about the 21-yard line, it looks like. So he reversed the field.
Right.
Which is what you want.
Right. Good lucky break there for the Athenians. The Hot Dogs had pretty significant pressure there.
Yes.
Horton was smart to get rid of that.
He did not have much time to kick there. Yeah, they were coming through. This is going to be a battle. Both teams are hungry for a win. It's been now 2 seasons for Frankfort.
Right.
We probably were their last win 2 years ago. So it was this should be a battle all night long. So Athenians back on defense. Frankfort 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line.
Split backfield, the same play to that 34.
That's Wilkins again. That's their senior.
Yep.
And looks like he's going to be their workhorse tonight. Frankfort has not updated their stats on Max Preps since about the 5th game of the season. So we do not have current stats for them, or at least nothing we can see. The Athenians do have their stats updated, so we'll give you some stats as we roll along here. And same play again. It's Wilkins again outside. Pretty decent pursuit there. Yeah.
I think the defense is they're reading that and getting that covered. But boy, the Hot Dogs are attacking right that off tackle, off tight end on the right side.
Yeah. They sure are. So it brings up 3rd down and 2 yards to go. It's
big stand right here.
Yeah, be a nice Great stop, just like they did last time. Ball's on the 30-yard line for the Hot Dogs. And shotgun. And still in that same formation.
Same off-tackle play. Spins. Oh, he was stopped. See if they can.
Yeah. Looks like he picked up enough yards for the first down. They're going to move the sticks. I will say, though, they hit him in the back. Right. They hit him short initially. Athenians have to be able to bring him down. So, some other things that are going on here for the Athenians. It looks like Mikael Willis, a freshman who has played more and more as the season has gone on, is in there on defense at a corner spot. And on the other side, Ethan Powell.
Both of those guys, I'm excited to see the future for them under the slicker coaching regime. Two really pretty special athletes.
Yeah.
Mikael is he has a top gear that's not easily matched around here.
It's pretty impressive, and
he's tough.
Yeah. For a little screen pass coming back was Wilkins that time. Came out of the backfield and they did a little toss. It was not. He did not get much on that. The sophomore quarterback. It was kind of a little toss more than it was a pass, and the Athenians read it well and stopped him. So 2nd and 11.
Pendleton blitzing.
He's chasing him. That time the handoff is to number 38, who is Franzel Pozos. A senior running back, 5'6", 170.
I think it's the first time they've run to their left.
Yeah, I believe you're right. So here we go now. We're at another third down opportunity for the Athenians. Let's see if they can get a stop here and force Frankfort to punt.
Yeah,
it's 3rd and 5 on the 39-yard line.
Get a turnover. Get a sack. Here come the Athenians.
Linebacker, they're running right up the middle. And that's Pozos again. And they went left again. He's their guy that was left, obviously. And the Athenians read it well. Manson Simmons that was textbook, shedding the blockers and plugging up the hole.
Yeah,
he did exactly what he was supposed to do. The Athenians this is something Coach Slicker has emphasized all year long. If you read the newspaper, he is big on guys executing, doing what they're supposed to do, and being competitive, and they're doing it tonight. They're battling. So Carson Scott's back. We just about got to that punt, and Carson Scott. He must have called for fair catch.
He called for the fair catch.
Yeah, but it was
before the ball was away. Yeah. I think OLC was waving at somebody up in the stands.
It was a little interesting there, but he picked it up off the bounce at I think they're going to mark it right on the 35-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Athenians. Their second offensive possession here. Let's see what they could do. McCarty's calling the play right now in the huddle. And I'll just mention this again since we were just talking about Mikael Wilson. They're on offense right now at one of the wideout spots. So it's Mikael Wilson and Andrew Martin. And, of course, the Athenians started a lot of seniors tonight, but guys are kind of getting back to the normal spot. So Andrew Martin's on the far side of the field. Mikael Wilson on the near side here. Hey, there's a toss to our guy, Braden Mitchell.
Man.
Number 13. He ran hard. He has enough yardage for a first down, but there's some laundry on the turf. So I believe that's probably coming back. It's going to be holding. Yeah. I think part of the reason he did do that, he got such yardage there as we held. And unfortunately, if that's the right spot, we held a couple yards behind the original line of scrimmage. So we're going to lose even more yardage on that. So, on the run, he picked up first down. But
that was an impressive run. That's what we've
been waiting to see that.
Been waiting to see that all year.
So he was not in there on the first series, but on the second series he was right there in the backfield, and Braden's back there again with Caden Fields in the slot position, and Andrew Martin, Carson Scott lined up out wide. There's a quick toss to Braden Mitchell, who just he takes off. He runs hard. Kent.
Yeah, he does.
Very impressive. Picks up probably about 6 yards, maybe there, 5 yards.
Yeah,
am I wrong about that? Yeah, maybe not quite that. It's going to be 2nd and 20.
Number 15, Bruce Mitchell.
2nd and 19. North's winning? Okay. All right, so here we go. Brings up 2nd and 19. And we have 3 wideouts. Everybody's split out wide. Braden Mitchell's actually split out wide on the far side of the field. There's a quick toss to Kagan Fields. Nice pass by McCarty. And Kagan's got some good wheels, too. And
he sure does.
He's battling for yardage. So this is what's good. The penalty obviously hurt us a bunch, but we're picking up 4 and 5 yards every play. So unfortunately, 4 and 5 yards when 2nd and 23 means it's 3rd and 13.
See if we can get enough time to let a deeper pass develop here.
That would be great. Put Fields in motion, moved him actually to the other side of the field.
Got trips left. Allen's moving to the left. I don't know if that's an audible. McCarty's shifting him around.
Yeah, looks like we're going to the wide side of the field. Nope, they're pulling everybody over. McCarty's going to keep it. Nice little toss.
Oh, yes.
Hernandez, who was going to set the 30s, taken off. Oh, what a great play. Wow. Everybody away to the other side of the field. McCarty just tossed it to Alex Hernandez, the big sophomore, who picks up 45 yards on that play, I think.
That is just great. That's just a great call. It's a little tight end slip out where the quarterback runs and just makes a read. The defense is just in no man's land. They came up on McCarty. He read it perfectly, hit Hernandez, and big play for the Athenians.
Beautiful pass to Hernandez. He hauled it in. Yeah, so 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. Athenians are in the red zone. And that's exciting to say here in the first quarter of football. And there's a toss.
That's going to be a touchdown.
Carson Scott. Number 5, Carson Scott, senior, with a great touchdown. That's nice pass from McCarty.
Perfect touch.
Yeah, great route. Beautiful.
Well blocked.
Carson Scott showed his wheels there. He blew right past that defender, and he was honestly 3 steps behind him, 4 steps behind him in the end zone. So with 2:21 to go in the first quarter, we have not been able to say this very often this year. Athenians are on the board, 6-0 with a lead, and we'll see what they're going to do. They've got one of the girls from the soccer team, Lauren Hale, is normally the kicker, but I think we're going to go for the 2-point conversion here. We're
regular full formation. They got Manson Sennett in the backfield.
The big fullback is back there, the big senior fullback. So McCarty's under center, and we'll see what they run here. The handoff, and they fake it to Manson.
Kagan Fields sliced in,
in there for the 2-point conversion is good. That was Kagan Fields getting the ball from McCarty, and with 2:21 to go, the Athenians lead the Frankfort Hot Dogs 8-0.
That was great. That was
just a great play.
Nice offensive series, good plays. That was a inside trap fake with a cross to Fields. And again, like you said earlier about Braden Mitchell, the guys are, football's a game of speed and execution. The guys it looks like they're at full speed tonight, and that's nice to see. Line is firing off and picking up the blocks.
I heard all day long just from my daughter at school, it said the football team is fired up today. And there is some excitement about going into a game where you're just going to compete. So I'm going to run through the defensive starters for the Athenians and the Hot Dogs in just a minute after this kickoff as they get ready to set the ball. So it'll be Hernandez coming out. Actually, I'm going to do it right now because he's just now getting set. So on the defensive line, because the Athenians will be on defense here as soon as the kick takes place, but you have Nate Schrader, Manson Simmons, and Alex Hernandez, the big tight end, kicker, and defensive lineman. At linebacker for the Athenians, 5 of them: Jack Pendleton, Peyton Busenbark, Cale McCarty, Noah Hagemeyer, and Jesse Horton. The 2 corners are Andrew Martin and Kagan Fields, and at safety, Carson Scott. And so those are guys as we get ready for Hernandez to kick off here. And he boots that one again to the up back, number 81. And that is Shalem Rojas, a senior. The Athenians.
Good open field tackle. The initial hit looks like it was Powell, number 10.
Seen him down there a lot.
There might be a fumble. There's a scrum.
There's a flag. There's a flag coming out in that scrum, so something's going on in there. Looks like I see Jesse Horton on the bottom of that pile.
The initial hit on that was 15 Evan Chaney. That was a good football play.
Evan Chaney, a sophomore, played great football all the way through middle school. Took last year off and is back playing again for the Athenians and really doing a nice job. He's had a great JV season, and then gets some special teams opportunities on Friday nights. And that guy's a player. His dad played at Butler and at Tri-West, and so football family for sure. His older brother Calvin graduated 2 years ago, was just a beast on defense for the Athenians. Also on the offensive line, but that guy could hit. It's a personal foul.
Personal foul against the Athenians.
Yeah. That kit has been a little bit of an issue this year. Just personal fouls, especially at key points, because now you're going to add 15 yards onto the end of that run, which is going to move them really, really close to probably really, really close to Athenian territory. I'm looking at the.
Yeah, I couldn't see what happened, and that's a situation where it's what you tell kids all the time. You can't retaliate. The retaliator is going to get the penalty.
That's always the guy that gets caught.
That's right, and it's just a hard lesson for the players to learn.
So what would have been, what would have been starting about the 35-yard line is now in Athenian territory. So, and they're going to go deep, but there isn't anybody there. So, either miscommunication or the receiver intended for number 1, Cameron Swinford.
Not a bad arm by number 3. It was just I didn't have time for his receiver to catch up. We had decent penetration there.
Yeah, so that quarterback, again, a sophomore, and that's a pretty nice ball he threw right there. But we also had that well covered. I was impressed. There was blue jerseys all around it.
Well, we've got Michael on at corner, McCarty at safety, and it looks like Fields on the other.
Yeah,
they're going for the air again, and
we got it. So the ball was bobbled, and that's Noah Hegemeyer.
Hegemeyer's going to go all the way.
He's going to go all the way. Don't got overline back the quarterback, and there McCarty gets it, and that is a touchdown by Noah Hegemeyer. Defense scores. What a beautiful interception. So that ball was actually, it hit the Frankfort receiver, bobbled in the air, and there were 3 Athenian jerseys all around him. Hegemeyer ends up with it, the linebacker for Crawfordsville, and he just takes off with a host of Athenians escorting him right down the sideline.
Right, that was it was just, and that's, you just can't, I was just getting ready to comment earlier when you were talking about the defensive starters. A player like Noah Hegemeyer, he's great to see him score and have success, because he's just worked his butt off all season and played well, and started out as a good football player and has improved. So that is wonderful.
Yeah, so that makes the score 14-0 right now here in the first quarter, still with 1:55 to go. Athenians are going for 2 again. They put Kagan Fields in motion. And McCarty's rolling out to his right, as you can see. He fires the ball. It looks like it was intended for
Fields.
Yeah. And it went just past him, as you saw. So that conversion fails, but it's 14-0.
That's right.
Athenians lead in the
first quarter.
How about that? Yeah, and you can see the sideline here. These kids are fired up. And, you have an 0-8 season, and it's not like they've been working hard and putting time in and practicing and recovering from injury. I mean, they're doing the things other teams are doing. It just takes time to turn around a program.
Right.
I feel like there's a lot of excitement in Crawfordsville football right now.
Right.
So.
Well, the way our schedule plots out, it's we've got just when our team is when a team improves and peaks. About 2/3 of the way of the season. We're playing the Tri-West Danville Lebanon stretch.
That's right.
That is tough. Those are successful programs and bigger schools.
That's right. I remember hitting that. Yeah, you just get some confidence, and you got to go into their places, which is what we did. We were at Tri-West.
Right,
we
can play that. Man for man.
Yeah.
We can match them, but they've got really good players that are just playing one way.
Nice kick that time by Hernandez, goes over the up man's head, and it's number 81. Great coverage down there. Shalim Rojas has to run back and get the ball, and then as he does that, the Athenians just covered him up. He actually didn't move; he just froze on that thing.
Yeah, that was a really good kick.
Yep, great job by Hernandez.
I don't know, do we have a flag on the far end of the field, and the referees are talking to our players, and that looks like that may be the same player that got the unsportsmanlike conduct earlier.
Yeah, I think that is Ethan Patton is having a little discussion, and one of the seniors, Carson Scott, steps in and helps him understand what he needs to do here. So, yeah, not sure what the discussion was over there. Is there a flag or not?
Yeah.
Okay. We do not have any indication yet. Here comes the referee. It's going to be a second time in a row around personal foul. Dead ball, personal foul. Oh, Frankfort going to be offsetting this time. Yeah. That's probably what the discussion was. The official doing a good job.
Yeah.
Just
that's good officiating.
Guys down.
Right.
Yeah.
In the Wabash game a couple of weeks ago, it was an interesting. The referees had called the tackler didn't look intentional, but the tackler from Ohio Wesleyan had his helmet to helmet contact, and they called it twice, and then the second call good defense. That was a nice play by Frankfort.
By the sophomore quarterback. He's rolling out to his right, being chased there, I think, by Hernandez, who was on his tail quickly. Right. And, just a great little toss there to number 34, Wilkins again.
And a good route between the seam there.
Yeah.
But in the Wabash game, the second penalty was that player was ejected for the helmet-to-helmet contact.
Is that right? Yeah, that obviously such a point of emphasis nowadays in football with the number of injuries and the visibility it's getting. So
Hernandez is getting, and Pendleton on the right side are getting good penetration.
I think that was great coverage. I do not believe he picked up the first down.
No, it looked like we might have anticipated that and had a blitz that met him on the other side of the.
Here's what's interesting to me, Kent. They are, and if you've scouted the Athenians, of course, I don't know Frankfort. You can't see all their stats, but they must not have anything on the outside because they're not doing that. And that's what we have been vulnerable this year is around the outside. But they just keep coming at us right up the middle.
Right. Well, we're in that three-man front.
Yeah.
We're in
so here we go. 3rd down and 1 from the 21-yard line. 30 seconds to go in the first half. Clock's running. And, again, they get to their big senior.
That was well blocked.
Yeah.
He really fouled his blocker well there.
He was able to obviously pick up the first down, but still well covered. Only got a couple yards on that.
Nice offensive play by Edwin Roman, sophomore, 5'10", 240 lineman for Frankfort. He got his block and really drove our tackle there off the line, or at least our linebacker was trying to stuff the line.
He controlled that line of scrimmage, didn't he? Snaps
Same,
good. So just about the same play. They've got a pile moving our pile right now. We got a whole host of Athenians there. On the last play from the first quarter, he picks up pretty good yardage, probably 8 yards on that carry. So,
that's the end of the first quarter. Crawfordsville winning 14-0, which is wonderful to be able to say.
That's exciting, isn't it? Yeah, great job by the offense and defense. Both have scored. And it's, just a great job by a lot of guys just doing their job. As you said earlier, guys are doing what they're supposed to be doing. Now, for Frankfort, this as we're going to reverse the field here, go the other direction, they've, this offensive series, they've had a couple of nice running plays. Right. I don't know if that's not a factor, or because we scored quickly, because our defense scored. They didn't get much of a break.
Right.
And so a little bit winded, perhaps. I think we might have a scoring update for you. So the score at North Montgomery, Danville and North Montgomery are playing. The score is Danville 7 and North Montgomery 6 in the first quarter. All right, and then we have an update from the Western Boone Lebanon. And here's what's interesting about that Lebanon battle. It's a Boone County battle. It's at Western Boone. We know Western Boone's defending state champs in 2A. And they have one loss this season to a 4A school. And they're the real deal. But for some reason, Lebanon is able to battle them every single time. So it's 0-0 still in the first quarter. So here we go. Athenians on defense. Frankfort's now going the other direction. So it's their left side guy, and we just talked about this on second down. And no flags. He picks up obviously a great run there. And that's the other back, Franzel Pozos, who's the other senior running back for Frankfort. And they are picking up good yardage. I think you feel like they've gone to that other side every time.
Well, and I'll key this time. We may have called a stunt to the other side.
They have 50 yards.
And because McCarty was into the secondary, looked like everybody slanted down to the Athenians' left, and the ball went to their right.
Right. Yep. And he found it. So there's a pass.
Oh
my goodness! Carson Scott did a great job reading that. Jumped in front without any contact on the receiver, and just couldn't hang on. He saw end zone.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Great job reading it, though. I'm surprised, and I get it, you have to mix it up, but I'm surprised that Frankfort just, obviously it's not the strength of their offense here. They're a running team.
Right.
And they pass into some strange situations. It seems like
right. Well, here go the Athenians, 2nd and 10. Looks like Ethan Powell is the left outside linebacker.
Yeah.
More up on the line. No, we're bringing everybody. Oh, they got him behind the line.
Great job. Yeah, we bought the house. That time there were only 2 guys out there covering receivers. Everybody was coming, and what would you say, lost a yard at least?
Yep. Looks like about 3rd and 12. Okay, big play here. Let's see if we can force him to pass again.
Yeah, got Nate Schrader coming out, and obviously it's a passing down. Giving him a break. Nate plays both ways. Nate's a big junior, 6'5". Yeah. Plays really, really well. Is a talented, gifted football player.
Right, sure is.
So he plays both ways for the Athenians. So here we go, big 3rd down play, Kent.
Right, here comes Ethan Powell's on the flanker back.
Yeah, Scott.
He's going to pass.
I know where the first down marker is and stop him before he gets there, and we did.
That is a terrible spot.
Yeah, boy, he moved it out, didn't he? So these guys.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and they're going to give him the first down. Yeah, I thought we'd stopped him short, but the official spotted it better than I did from up here.
Well,
that's what I'm guessing.
He's closer.
So that gives the Hot Dogs a first down, and it was a passing play.
That was a nice play by the Hot Dogs. It was the defense was in the right spot.
If we hit those, we just got to be able to bring them down.
Right, that's right.
Yeah, yards after the first hit, yards after contact there that got him the first down. So here we go back to Franzel Pozos again, back to the left side.
And again, that's the discipline and just the fundamental. Our ends and our linebackers are they're containing. They're forcing it. They're forcing it to the middle. You said earlier it looked like they were. I think we're preventing them from getting around to the end, which has been something we've needed to shut down. And
that's a good point. They're turning it inside, aren't they? Yeah, they're trying to get outside us.
Right. Schrader.
I don't know that those guys are speedsters. They're running backs. I think they're power guys.
That's true. Like you're right.
Both of them. So they crossed it, and the quarterback's going to keep it this time. He's around the left side. He's going to pick up 5 or 6 yards.
He's got good feet.
Yeah, he does.
Good run.
You know, at this point, your first-year quarterback, your sophomore has a full season really under his belt, and so just a lot of experience can play a lot better. So 3rd down and 7 for Frankfort.
Another passing down.
Yeah, ball's on the 40-yard line. So see if the Athenians can do what they've been doing and get a stop here, force a punt. Good crowd here for senior night. Frankfort didn't travel really well over there, but there's a handoff at the middle.
Great defense.
Yep. Good coverage there. There's Manson Simmons and Jesse Horton. Number 50, Peyton Buzenbark in on that tackle. So those linebackers did their job there.
Oh, right, and they met the runner. They were low. They drove their feet.
Yeah. Obviously, 4-down territory for Frankfort here.
Frankfort's back in the wishbone, double tight end. Now we got to watch for a slip-out pass or something goofy here.
we were.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Manson Simmons hit the quarterback almost immediately. He barely got that ball handed off.
Simmons got through the A-gap there.
Great penetration. Yeah. But that did not.
I know they've got their power back in number 34, but that Francel Pozos is a good-looking running back.
Yeah, he did a nice job there. Obviously picked up first down. Ball on the 27-yard line here. So Frankfort moving the ball on this series here. And
we're bringing everybody.
Dropping back the pass, but he's going to keep it. Good coverage there.
Yeah.
Yep. Good coverage downfield. Carson Scott.
I'm impressed with our man-to-man coverage is pretty good tonight.
Yep. Senior and a freshman out there.
Right.
Doing a nice job.
Whatever Michael lacks in experience, he makes up for with pure athleticism. He is.
He is an athlete. Fun to watch.
He's really fun. Right. Whatever. Yeah. Basketball.
Yep. He's a player. All right. Let's see what kind of penetration here on 2nd and 11. Ball on the 28-yard line. See what the Athenians can do. Back left. That's Pozos again. And he is going to pick up about 4, maybe 3, I guess, is where they're going to spot it. 3rd and 9. So we're back to that passing down. And you know what? We've looked good on our pass coverage all night long. And it helps that you get good penetration and don't give that quarterback much time to throw.
Right.
So let's see what that defensive front can do for the Athenians on 3rd down, and they're coming hard. Oh, Nate Schrader got lit up by the running back, and we're chasing the quarterback out of bounds right on the sideline. It looked like, I think it was Carson Scott. Nope, it was Jesse Horton.
Yeah, Horton.
Pursuit. I thought maybe they brought Carson on a blitz, but it was Jesse that chased him down. Chased down the quarterback to make it 4th down and 8.
That was good key.
Down on this side of the field, out of bounds. He has to go all the way over the other side of the field and get the play from the coach.
Here we go. We're going to take timeout here. Frankfort's going to take a timeout and talk about this. This is a big play for them.
Yep. Big play for them and for the Athenians as well. 4th down stand right here.
Yeah, need to get stopped. This isn't the easy 4th down. They just have
4th and 8 is that's a long call.
Yeah.
It'd be great to see Simmons shoot that A-gap again.
I'll tell you, we talked early on in a couple games early on for the Athenians. Obviously, and everybody knows this, but you control line of scrimmage, you control the game.
Right.
We are doing that tonight. I feel like we've given up some runs here, maybe on this series for Frankfort. They've had some success a little bit. I mean, we're getting pressure on the quarterback. We're covering, we're tackling downfield, we're bringing guys to the ground.
Right.
Sometimes early on in the season, I felt like that initial hit, we just didn't wrestle them to the ground. We didn't take guys down. And tonight, all night long, I feel like we're doing just a great job with that whole defensive unit.
Right.
Talk about some of those backups on defense for the Athenians, just to talk about some of these guys as well. Jose Contreras on the D-line. Tyson Hendon is in there off at number 60. He's a senior, and then T.J. Doherty is in there as well. And then Moises Moore comes in at linebacker. Braden Mitchell may play some linebacker. So here we go. Big 4th down play. There's one more pass, and what a great play.
Carson Scott, great defense. He read that. That was just kind of an old-fashioned tight end streak out of the wishbone, which is just an awesome football play.
I thought it was going to work.
I did too.
Out of nowhere, on your screen, you saw it. Here comes Carson Scott finding that senior is playing. He wants a win.
That's right.
Yeah, he is playing really, really well, and he's going to battle. So he just gets a hand on that, knocks it loose. And I will say this: here's what I think he's doing. He's just reading the quarterback.
Yeah, he's a good job. That's another. Carson's just a good athlete. He's a tremendous baseball player, and again, Coach Slicker coming in and trying to get some of the best athletes out. That was a major win for the program to get a guy like Carson Scott on the football field.
Yeah. So we have turnover on downs. Athenians must have jumped. Nope. It's an encroachment. offsides against hot dogs. So we're gonna start off with the 1st and 5 this offensive series. And so let's go put the ball on the 36-yard line of the Athenians. And I'll say this: we've moved the ball on offense too.
Yeah,
done it a variety of ways. So
we got Braden Mitchell in, number 13.
I'd like to see Braden get in the end zone.
Yeah.
Be fun to watch. High snap there, but McCarty reels it in, and Braden makes that was a nice read. Really great cut. Which that's the goal on the play, is that he reads the defense and finds the seam, finds the gap.
Wish we had a duo with him all season.
What would that have been like? Man, Noah Allen did a really nice job too. Doesn't take
anything away from Noah.
No, but
those guys would complement each other.
They do. Yeah, they do. Jack Pendleton's jumped in there.
Yeah, Pendleton's tough.
But, you had a senior who is playing in his first game, so there's an extra little bit of energy and excitement. And another high snap there. McCarty reels it in. Quick pass out to Carson Scott, who cuts it back in. And he got enough for the first down? I believe he does. He should have.
It looks like it.
Where they spotted it.
Yeah, they're moving it. Oh. First down.
Yeah, no, they're holding. So the sticks moved on the other side, and I think they did not want them to. Yeah, the chain gang moved.
They're going to measure.
Now they got to figure out what to do. Yeah, but they don't know where it was marked.
The chain gang.
They know where the ball was marked, but not where the first down.
Here's the problem on that. The first initial spot looked like he was at the had enough yards for the first down. And these guys, I don't know if you know this about high school football, they always move it to the hash, to the next yard line marker, especially at this point in the game. So it's going to be 2nd and short.
2nd inches.
Yeah,
that's all right.
Yeah,
we'll get it.
This is kind of nice. This gives you some good options here on 2nd down. You can go for it, or you can just try to get the first down. The handoff is to Braden Mitchell. Ooh, Frankfort read that. Braden's going to reverse it back, which is not wise, but he's going to be able to get back to nearly the line of scrimmage. I do not think he's going to pick up the first down, though. No, he's
pretty well short. But he made a play out of it.
Yeah, not as short as he would have been. He's going to get a breather. Keegan Abney's jumping into the game on the O-line there, along with McCarty bringing the play in. So we're here on the near side of the field, and it's 3rd down and 4. 3rd down 4, McCarty's under center with Manson Simmons, and dropped the football. That was Noah Allen back there with a little quick toss, and it looks like Frankfort came up with the ball. It was a fumble. We had guys, linemen, trying to jump on it. I see Peyton Busenbark and Manson Simmons in there, but Frankfort comes up with that ball. Just a quick toss. I don't know if that was miscommunication. He didn't look like he was ready. It came back to him pretty quick.
Yeah.
So not what the Athenians wanted on that. Definitely some confusion on a couple plays there. So that turnover, first turnover for the Athenians.
Right. Now they gotta keep their cool and let their defense work here.
So we're 5:55 to go. It's 14-0. Athenians leading, and the defense is going to have to make a stand with Frankfort starting on the 37-yard line. Of the Athenians. Oh, they had him. They're going deep. There isn't, again, anybody there. Number 1 is heading that direction. That's Cam Swinford, their junior wide receiver here. They've thrown his direction a couple times.
Yeah.
He's not been there, though.
Right.
I don't know if it's a miscommunication or just he just doesn't have enough time. So
sophomore quarterback, so he's getting the ball down there.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. 2nd down and 10. Got Simmons
on the nose.
And
Hernandez on the right. Schrader on left tackle.
Yep. And Patton's up there, or not Patton, but Powell's up there again.
Yeah, Powell's.
And timeout. Frankfort wants to talk about this one again. So 5:49 to go. It's 14-0 with the. Got an ALCS 4-1. It looked like Yankees are winning, and a must-win for the. I say must-win for the Yankees. Most people around here probably are not Yankees fans, but
Hey, there's nothing. I love even if it's my favorite team. Nothing wrong with a 7-game series.
That's right. Makes it a lot more fun.
Without them, tonight's game would not be possible.
Here's what I thought the other night. Can you imagine the pitching matchups if Houston and Washington?
Right.
That would be some incredible battles there between starting pitchers.
Yeah.
Fun to watch. For those of us who are baseball fans, Coach Welliver, who is the pitching coach,
right.
longtime pitching coach for the Athenians, as you all know, and he also is the guy who sponsors, runs, sets up, designed this whole webcast, which is a blessing for Athenian athletes. So there we go, out of the shotgun. It's back to Pozos again, right on the left side. He's picking up 3 yards for Frankfort.
Yeah, and I don't want to jinx anything, but it's been a long time since we've called Jack Wilkins' number. I don't know if he was injured or about
they're at least not running the right side.
Yeah, he's in there again.
Yeah,
he's a big running back.
For whatever reason, we were, different penetration, different gaps being filled, but something with that. They're running over their left side of their line. So here we go with play clock's down to 5 seconds here. I don't know if the sophomore is going to see this. He did not get the play off in time. They broke that huddle late. And that's going to back him up 5 more yards. So that takes a 3rd and 7, which is manageable. Out to a 3rd and 12, which is much less manageable.
Yep, nothing more tasteless than an overcooked hot dog.
Absolutely. So here we go, 3rd and 12.
We're bringing everybody. Oh, they got him.
My God! Initially, but then I think that's Jesse Horton.
Jesse Horton. He is
wrapped him up.
He's getting after it.
Those seniors are fired up tonight, and that's fun to watch. Right. And what a great opportunity for them. So, brings up 4th down and probably, I'm going to say 16.
Yeah, Horton, 6'2", 200-pound senior who is tough as nails.
He came after the court. We brought the house as well. So 4th down again. They're going to punt. And we got Carson Scott back, and he runs around to get that, and he turns on the gas. And makes a nice move.
Great football move.
Yep, really nice. He's running well. He's seeing the whole field tonight.
Well, and he's catching the ball on the run. It's just
isn't that fun to watch? That's what I felt like. Sometimes we catch it and wait and try to make our move. He's actually backing up like he would as an outfielder.
That's right.
Getting behind that thing and then just
trying to
basically he's at full speed.
Right, he's ready to throw the guy out of home plate.
That's right. So fun for the Athenians there. Nice little run back by Carson. It's going to be up 1st and 10 on the 28-yard line. So we're going to see how they come back here from their it's Jack Pendleton in the backfield with McCarty in the shotgun. And Corbin Smith with a great snap right to him. Pass out to Kagan Fields, who probably should have kept going outside, I think, on that.
Yeah. He had momentum. We just keep running.
Kagan has good wheels and good speed, and he can run hard, and he did not need to cut that ball inside. I think he probably thought like Carson Scott did, he's going to cut it back inside and pick up another 10 yards, but he should have just kept going. So quick scoring update here. A little bit of a surprise from Western Boone. Lebanon is up 7-0 in the second quarter. Another Sagamore action, senior night action for the Stars. So we go, McCarty in the backfield, McCarty in the shotgun again, hands off to Braden Mitchell, and a little bit of a sweeper on the outside.
Really good run by Mitchell.
Great job.
Good blocking. The line fires off. That's a nice open area around the right side there. Good run on second down.
Second down. That was a good play. Picked up half of it, didn't he? Would you say 3rd and 4? Maybe a long 4. So let's see what the Athenians have. Some options here on 3rd and 4. Ball's on their 34-yard line. We have Andrew Martin and Carson Scott lined up on the left side. And I think it's a false start on the Athenians. Looked like they jumped a little early. This is about what I just said about
frustrating.
Right. Had a 3rd and 4. which now is dropped back to 3rd and 9.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Well,
We talked about that earlier.
just got to be, just need to be disciplined on those.
Mistake.
Not timely mistakes here when you're moving the ball. Had a pretty easy 3rd down. So huddle breaks. Corbin Smith lines up over the football. The Athenians get set up again, exact same formation, and a good hard count by McCarty trying to get his 5 yards back. He's dropping back the pass, and actually Frankfort is in there all over him at number 6, who is Ramsey Mitchell for the sack for Frankfort. That's really is that about the first time they've gotten to him tonight?
Yeah, first time.
Yeah.
That one of our extra points. He had good penetration, but that was the first just straight up sack.
Yeah. So offensively, we've stalled out a little bit there. And so, Jesse
under 2 minutes.
Yep. 2 minutes to go in the half, yeah.
And we've got special teams have to come through here.
Only our second punt, I believe. And
oh, for goodness sake.
More flags. We've got a false start again. Guys are just a little antsy there. So a couple mistakes here.
Might get sloppy. Come on.
So now it's going to back us up even more.
This time they do have somebody back.
Yeah, on 4th down.
Number 8, Jesse.
So the now the Frankfort back. Frankfort return man is actually right at the 50-yard line. So tough to do. There's a snap, nice snap, and Jesse has to punt it away pretty quickly. It's going to get another good Crawfordsville bounce. He's doing a good job with that, isn't he?
That is
all the way down to the 39-yard line.
Yep, that is kindness of the football gods.
Yep, he's not getting much air. He doesn't have much time.
No, he's getting rid of that quickly, and
up there, but
to get that kind of distance, even on a line drive is pretty impressive.
Very impressive. Yep, great job. So Frankfort's going to take over with 1:27 to go in the first half.
The defense has to finish really strong.
Yeah, we need to get a stop. Do not let them into the end zone. Keep this momentum going.
But Horton in the middle. Ethan Powell's had a good game. He's reading. Been in the right spot.
Yeah. That's Pozos again. 38. Pozos again running the ball.
Yeah, the clock's running. And Pendleton is the linebacker on the other side. That's good for Crawfordsville's future, because those are underclassmen that are running back.
Yep.
Pendleton's a guy that came back to football this year. Just a good athlete, really tough kid. Yeah, somebody that was super impressive throughout, I thought, through junior high football. And
I coached him in those years, and oh man, we just about had another pick by Peyton Busenberg.
Had it in his hand.
Oh my goodness. That's why he doesn't play receiver. But does a great job there.
That was good D.
Going to be a hold here. Frankfort had a guy downfield. Probably guys going down to block ahead of this play. That penalty is going to be declined, of course, because we don't want to replay the down with 48.9 seconds to go. And I believe he'll wind the clock here.
Right.
Is it not? It doesn't wind, I guess, on that penalty. That's interesting because that kind of penalizes the defense for an offensive penalty. But I guess maybe it goes to the incomplete pass. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
So here we go.
Here we go. Oh, Coach Day.
Little screen. I thought. Going to pick up the first down, but man, good pressure. Of course, it was a screen, so of course there's going to be good pressure because they're going to let the defensive line through.
Yeah, the guys got their hands up when they're going through there.
That's right. We had guys that was the right spot, covering. They read the screen. So clock's running. 36 seconds to go.
All right, we need McCarty to play center field. Nothing gets behind him.
Yeah, he's back there. He's 15 yards off the ball, and you got Keegan Fields and Mikael Willis over there. Quarterback's going to take off and
keep him in front of you. Keep him in front of you, Jack.
Good. He wanted to get out of bounds, but he did. So that's going to make it, quarterback keeper there. It's kind of screaming, picks up probably 8 yards. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 2.
14.1 seconds.
Ball clock's not going to start, of course, because he got out of bounds. So again, we're playing this prevent. You got Carson Scott, Mikhail Willis, and Cale McCarty all deep. Their job is to keep Frankfort out of the end zone. This is where our line needs to step in there and just put some great pressure on the quarterback. And they've done a nice job all night long. So he's back to pass again. It is actually complete to Wilkins because Kent said we have not heard from him in a while.
I said I didn't intend to jinx anything. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, we don't really want to give up that kind of yardage. It's a prevent. So sticks are going to move. Ball is inside the 20. So Frankfort's in the red zone now with 7.5 seconds to play in the half. They got a 1st down. Just too much time on that.
You're going to have to make that decision. You're either going to play back or you're going to rush. All they did, they sent 4 people. They sent 3 linemen plus 1 of the linebackers.
So what do you think? They have time for 1 play?
Yeah.
Yep.
You'd rather force. I'm like forces. Make them have to get rid of this situation.
Well, but this is a momentum comes in all shapes and sizes. If our defense can hold them here and keep them out of the end zone, their challenge here, that keeps our momentum going.
That's for sure.
That play there, giving up that yardage is not so good for them.
No, we got some new guys in there. I see Moises Moore is back in. I called him earlier as a backup, but he's in there right now at one of the linebacker spots.
Yeah, all right.
They're going to make trips.
We've got Horton.
Yep, Ethan Powell's out here. McCarty's still playing center field.
Key through.
Yeah, I would say. Oh, good. Hey, good coverage there. I thought Hagemeyer, he got his hand up. I think he tipped it, but the same play.
Jack Wilkins.
So they are going to get a chance to run 2. That only ran about 3 seconds off. So here we go with 4.2 seconds to go.
We can't blink here. We got to get.
Yeah. 2nd and 10. Ball's on the 17-yard line. We need this to take 4.2 seconds and us to.
Right. We need, and this number.
Oh, we're going to take timeout. Yep. Crawfordsville's going to take timeout just to make sure that everybody understands.
That's a good
their
call.
Assignments. Yeah. Coach Slicker's the defensive coordinator, and he is going to. Yeah, he's going to make sure we keep momentum as we run into the half, for sure. So lots of positives to talk about as we.
That's right.
First half defensive touchdown. Offense has moved the ball well. Got just 1 turnover. Is that right? 2 punts, and some things are really very favorable for Crawfordsville here as they battle Frankfort. So out of the timeout, kind of got the same lineup here. They can't play that prevent deep defense as much as they did last time.
Right.
Ball's on the 17-yard line. You just need to know I'm keeping the ball out of the end zone. Whatever it takes. Big push here by the line, and I think they jumped early. It looked like guys were moving, and it is. It's a false start against Frankfort, which is going to back them up to the 22-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 15, but with 3.
I think they'll get.
Yeah,
they'll get the 7 back.
They should get the 4.2 back, I would assume.
All right, we need everybody to execute right here.
Yeah. They're going to decline it. They are going to decline it, aren't they? Can you decline that, though? I didn't think. Yep.
No, they're going to take it.
Yeah, they're going to take the. We don't know what they're doing. I would assume they're going to take the play. False start against
Declined.
Yeah, false start declined.
Illegal substitution.
Okay, and the illegal substitution was the call against the Athenians.
Against the Athenians, both players were offset.
Yeah. Must have 12 guys on the field. So, still 4.2 seconds. Penalties offset, 2nd and 10. Ball's on the 17-yard line. And same story. Feels like this is taking forever.
Yep.
Athenians need to get this stop. There's a snap. It's on the ground, but he picks it up. There's a guy in the end zone.
Mikhail Willis
Defensive play. Mikhail Willis jumps up and smacks that ball away with one hand. I'll tell you what, that ball's on the money.
Yeah, that's right.
That was a nice ball.
A touchdown.
Yep. And Mikhail Willis, the freshman corner, jumps up there, knocks that ball away to take the Athenians into halftime. That'll be a good momentum builder.
That's right.
Yeah.
Great stop.
So let's recap that first half of play. It's 14-0. Crawfordsville's leading Frankfort on senior night. Last regular season game for the sectional next week. Crawfordsville gets a home game out of that. Gets to host the sectional first round.
Wow.
And they will play North Montgomery, which I don't know if you've paid much attention to our sectional, but most of the sports writers out of Indianapolis say the state champ in 3A is going to come out of, I think it's sectional 28, is going to come out of this sectional. We have number 1, West Lafayette. I think 6 and 2. For sure 6 and 7. What?
2, 4, and 9.
2, 4, and 9 now from Greg Simpson is the update. So number 1, 2, 4, and 9.
Mercy.
And Garin Catholic, Chittard, it's an unbelievable. And then actually Yorktown, who's one of the other teams in it, is ranked 14th in the state. And then you have Crawfordsville and North and Hamilton Heights.
Wow.
And yeah, it's going to be a closly watched section. We drew North Montgomery, not one of the ranked teams, along with us. They did beat us 40-6 earlier this season. So anyway, good momentum tonight. Let's focus back on tonight.
Right.
Now there's something unique. There is a
TJ Doherty.
Is that who that is?
I think so.
There is
79?
an Athenian football player out there. It looks like 79, 78. Maybe 78. That does not look like TJ to me. What's 78? Is it not?
That's not. Is that? I don't think that's Cole Smith.
No. 70 and 67.
Jose Contreras on the trombone. And 67, Eric Briones. Those are men after my own heart. I played.
You did that, didn't you?
I played quarterback for Covington Trojans, and I played snare drum in the marching band.
That's awesome.
And I loved every minute of both.
Absolutely. So here we go, the marching Athenians at halftime, and a couple football players out there showing their artistic sides, which is fantastic to see.
2019 Crawfordsville High School.
All right, we're going to take a break and let you just listen to the Athenians. So for Kent Manette, Brian Saunders, got Justin Duggar and Rhett Welliver. We'll be back for the second half.
Thanks, Brian.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lion King.
Second half you can mention 3 weeks from tonight, November 8th, girls basketball. That would be their opener. Yeah, their opener against Tigger. Okay. 11-8. Who's South Carolina? Good job. I'm not bad. You got one
big difference. Their maturity makes them practice better. Most of them broke a foot and they've been out all season. Well, at least 6 weeks.
A few games after Christmas.
But middle of that.
That's one of the A's have a few kids in over the fruit is
Flashy, but it's real. I'm sorry.
Good business starts with a good
Ladies and gentlemen, your marching Athenians!
Let's take a look. First of all,
Right now, he literally just, this was like the Athenians.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take a moment just to recognize the solos and give it up for Junior Wolverine alto saxophone.
dancing, so a total of 180 yards.
Hey, welcome back to the second half of Crawfordsville Frankfort football. Got about 30 seconds to go before the second half starts, and the score is 14-0. Just as a reminder, as we begin the third quarter, first half went really, really well. Again, for the Athenians, Kent, just some parts of the game that were executed tonight that hasn't happened in a while. And again, the Athenians have been on the road a little bit, but with the Lebanon and Tri-West games, I didn't go. Last weekend was miserable weather. I know they had to play out in that wind, rain, but man, tonight is a beautiful night for football, fall weather, end of the season.
Right. Yeah, they came out fired up. We're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, that's always nice. They had a big stop there at the end of the first half with Frankfort actually moved the ball down to the 17-yard line of the Athenians, and Frankfort went forward after what seemed like it was 4.2 seconds, but I think that lasted about 10 minutes.
Right.
And with penalties and moving the ball and timeouts. And so Frankfort threw a pass into the end zone. Nicely thrown ball by their sophomore quarterback. And he, out of nowhere, Mikhail Willis comes skying through there, gets a hand on it, knocks it down, and Athenians take that momentum into the locker room for halftime. So it was really exciting.
Right. Yeah, our offensive line, you said earlier, Brian, talked about the line of scrimmage and on the offensive and defensive side. And we've got a lot of seniors there, and they are. They're executing and doing well on both sides of the ball on the line.
Yeah, that's a great point, Kent. Let's run through those guys. They don't get their name called very often, name and number. But if we just look at the starters on the O-line at center, number 57, Corbin Smith, doing a really nice job. We haven't had any bad snaps. I called earlier a couple high snaps just because McCarty was showing his athleticism and he reined it in and did a good job. But the snaps have been spot on tonight. And then the rest of the O-line, the guards and tackles, T.J. Doherty, Manson Simmons, Nate Schrader, Peyton Busenbark, and then the guys who back them up that get in there, Sam Mayberry, number 77, Zach Christina, Tyson Hendon, Nick Busenbark, and Jesse Horton will sometimes jump in there on that O-line, though he's not playing back up there because he often is, at a variety of other places.
Right.
So, as you mentioned, the Athenians are, again, first kickoff of the game. That's what happens when you score touchdowns and don't give any up, and you receive the ball during the second half. So this will be the first time for the Athenians to receive the football. And we have Carson Scott deep in the middle, back there with Mikhail Willis and Noah Allen as the other return man for the Athenians.
Like see any one of those three get the ball, make a great run, but especially want to see if Michael Willis can, if we can see his talent.
It would be fun to see if he could receive a ball like Carson Scott has a couple times in stride with momentum heading downfield. And I think Coach Rolliver and I may have called the last game here, but we noticed a difference in him. Instead of waiting and cutting and running east and west, he began to run it north and south. Right. That's the key. You mentioned that earlier, Kent. That's the key on kickoff. Oh, so it's a squib kick, and our up guy's going to get it, and Braden Mitchell gets it. He does exactly what the Frankfort. Yeah, it was wise. They were on him, but Braden Mitchell actually
smart play, doesn't risk a fumble.
No, he just goes down and gets ready to get the offense going. That was wise. He actually had to run over to the side to get it because it was a squib kick. You don't know what kind of bounce you're going to get with the football rolling like that. So did a nice job. So we begin the third quarter on offense. Braden Mitchell's actually in there to start the third quarter at the running back spot, and we have Andrew Martin and Carson Scott on the near side of the field here. Braden Mitchell, McCarty's in the shotgun. There's a snap, quick pass out to Carson Scott, who gets it and makes a nice fake and then cuts it back inside.
What a great cut.
Yeah, really,
20-yard pickup.
He picked up another 8 yards with that cut, and so that was just a great move. Carson Scott's done that, honestly, all night long. That's probably 4 or 5 passes to him, I think. So, first play, second half, first down.
Yeah.
How about that?
20-yard pickup, and that's something that quick hit pass.
Yes.
They're holding their blocks, and then you just give a good athlete like Carson a chance to make a move, and you got a 20-yard play.
And as we said, I think we've only called one time where for the offense that Frankfort's been in the backfield. There's a pass downfield. Now, that's interesting. A lot of contact. I thought there was going to be a flag. There it is. He really did change the pattern for sure. And, you know, I think McHale, instead of continuing to run, turned and started to jump, but as he came back down, he turned and tried to run. So I think we're going to have pass interference. Maybe. Yep. So ball intended for McHale Willis.
Yeah. I think without the interference, that would have been a huge. That was a really well thrown ball.
It was. I was going to say that too. Yeah, McCarty threw a nice ball right there.
Pass interference against the Hot Dogs.
Yeah, they had to call that. So that gives the Athenians another first down.
Right. 2 in a row.
Two plays, two first downs.
We'll
keep that rolling here. 15 yards in high school. It's not the where it happened or anything like that. 15 yards, automatic first down.
Gets us at 36.
Yep. So, we enter right into Frankfort hot dog territory here. So we head to our own scoreboard. We jumped. McCarty doing a hard count, but we had about 3 guys that moved. And, for sure, Coach Welver's comment there, he might not have been able to hear that was a run play. So we're going to back up 5 yards and make it a first and 15. My guess is they just wanted it to be a more challenging first down attempt.
Yeah.
First and 10s were just coming too easy.
I think he was pulling on that.
I'd say. So on the far side of the field, you got Andrew Martin and Carson Scott split out. Andrew Martin split out wide, and Jesse Horton is lined up as the wing. And he's going to go out for a short pass, quick pass. Oh, the other side. That was definitely a forward pass, without a doubt. You can hear some Frankfort fans yelling for that to be a backward lateral, but it was not. So it's going to bring up second down. I think Carson Scott was picking up yardage before he had the football.
Yeah, he was looking at
or maybe
he had a nice alley there.
Yep. So Keegan Abney into the game, and Jesse Horton comes out. So we're going to take our wing out, bring a tight end in, Alexander. Got 8 seconds. We're breaking the huddle with 6, 5. I don't know if we're going to get this play off. I think we're going to have to take timeout. Yeah, just took too much time in the huddle there, for sure. So Coach Riker, offensive coordinator for the Athenians, is out there getting the guys together. So we got a 2nd and 15. Ball's on the 41-yard line. What's your prediction on a play call here?
I would really like to see that bring out that use that you were calling it. They put Hernandez back in, number 88. I really like that tight end slip out.
Almost that thing we ran for the touchdown, right? Or the big gainer. I guess it was not the touchdown, but it was the play that set it up. Right. You called that all night.
Take everything right and have McCarty go left and slip out Hernandez about a 5-yard out. It's just it's a good sandlot football play.
It is. Okay. So it's a pitch out to Braden Mitchell, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Pretty well covered by.
Just wasn't anywhere to go.
Yeah, no, had Manson Simmons back there at fullback, but Braden just ran into the heart of the Frankfort defense. So that brings up a 3rd and 15 with the ball still on the 41-yard line. Keegan Abney's out, and Carson Scott's back in there with the play. Obvious passing situation here as we're in hot dog territory, so we're also 4-down territory, I would guess.
Right.
So you got 2 plays here to pick this up. Do you pick up half of it at a minimum? So McCarty out of the shotgun is rolling right. He throws a nice ball. Oh
my gosh! That's no. Oh.
Okay, so you could see it on your screen, but Carson Scott pulled that in one hand. It looked just like he pulled it in.
I don't think he bobbled that at all. I think the official's view was blocked from behind.
He definitely didn't have a good look at it. The official behind the play called that he was bobbling the ball as he went out of bounds, which goes down as an incompletion. So that's going to make it, and again, that was 3rd and 15, so that's going to bring up 4th down. Oh, we have a flag. I missed that because it's on the yellow part of the Athenian. It's holding call as McCarty bought time. He rolled out nicely, and must have been a hold. That obviously happens sometimes as they buy, those linemen are fighting. Yep. Yeah, wise move. So it's 4th down. They don't want to play that down over. Give us a chance to send one of our speedsters out there. So we're going to bring on the punt team now. Yeah, the penalty just changes everything up, right? You go from 4-down territory now to Jesse Horton. Just his 3rd punt of the game, I believe.
Number 8, Jesse Horton.
See if they can give him a little time to
get
some air on it this time.
He's not had much time. He's had to kick some line drives, just try to get it away quickly, and they're coming again. Well, they're coming to block it now. It looks like it has the right kind of spin on it, and once again it does. And so Jesse's going to pin him inside of favorable rolls.
Special teams.
Hey, they're
coming out just right.
They're doing their job, right? Getting it done with the help of a favorable bounce every single time he's punted. So that puts the ball inside the 20-yard line for Frankfort to take over. It looked promising that time in that first offensive series, 2 first downs and some things going right, and then just stalled out there with a couple mistakes again, a penalty. I know last week that was something they were frustrated with. There was several, I want to say 10 or 11 penalties at Tri-West for over 100 yards, I think, or nearly 100 yards. So that'll hurt you, obviously.
Right.
So here we go on defense. Frankfurt's first offensive series of the second half, 10 minutes to go. And I think they were moving. False start on Frankfort.
They just weren't set.
No. Yeah, he moved up the line quickly and called for the ball. I don't know if they're trying to catch us. Just really quick. But that's going to make it 1st and 15 for Frankfort. And it'll back the ball up to about the 11-yard line. So 1st and 15 for the Hot Dogs. I'm assuming we're going to see a steady dose of 34 and 38.
Yeah.
That's what we've had most of the night. They've not had much success, so it's back to Wilkins this time. Over the right side, well covered.
It looked like we had a stunt on that side that time, so they plugged up the hole. That was great.
Yeah.
Loss of 2.
Well, it's 1st and 15, so but you're right. They're still backed up. It's still now 2nd and 12. Yeah. So they picked up maybe 3 yards, 2 more likely. Got in there on the Athenian defense again, linebackers Pendleton and Peyton Busenbark. Like there's a new number out there I'm trying to call, and then Jesse Horton. McCarty's back deep in that safety spot, so this is Pozos again around the left side, but well covered, right? Yeah.
Right guys in the right spots?
Yep.
Talk about number 31, Hagemeyer.
Coach Slicker said in the paper, just talking about the game ahead of time, that we don't want to give up big plays. And I would say they've given up 1 tonight, and that actually did not hurt us. So Coach Slicker he's out on the field encouraging the guys. Again, calls the defense.
Yeah, big 3rd down right here.
Back to the pass, of course. The ball's up.
McHale.
Boy, he read that well. Looked to me like the pass would have been out of bounds anyway, but he was right there on the coverage. Stepped in front of the receiver.
Yeah.
Those are football instincts.
That's
right
right.
There. It's nice. He's athletic. Yes,
he's a freshman.
He's freshman that's getting a lot of experience, playing really well in the JV. And that, you said it earlier, there's some there's some exciting guys in that. You don't want to take away from the seniors on senior night, but I'll tell you what, there's some excitement for the future of Athenian football. So nice punt.
Gosh, that's a great punt.
Out from his own goal line, but Carson Scott does not call fair catch. Takes off, only picks up a couple yards, but still.
Good catch.
Yeah.
Great read. Had a shot.
Brave move.
That was a really nice tackle by the hot dog defender there.
Yeah, Carson's hard to bring down just because he's quick, and he caught that ball and he was gone, but guy made a nice around the ankles tackle.
Right.
So here we go, back on offense, and here's what's exciting. We're already in hot dog territory. So starting on the 44-yard line, it's 1st and 10 for the Athenians. Carty brings the play to the huddle. They break it. Going under center. Yeah, I think we were moving. Yeah, we got a false start, so we just to make it fair to Frankfort.
My goodness.
We're into the 1st and 15. Yeah, for some reason not getting the snaps down, the snap count down. Guys are not just.
Yeah, they've got to stop that right now.
Yeah, it's time to get that under control.
Need to watch the ball and not listen to the count.
Yep. Yeah, you can tell he is doing a hard snap count and trying to get Frankfort to jump off sides, which has happened a couple times.
Right.
So. Okay, here we go. 1st and 15, ball on the 49-yard line now. Frankfort trying to send a guy. They're calling out blitz, and they did it. It worked. That was Noah Allen, I believe, or is it Jack Pendleton? Nope, it's Noah Allen.
Right.
Yep. And he's met immediately.
Yeah.
Loses, 2 yards probably? Yeah, 2nd and 17. Ball's now back in Athenian territory with that loss of 2. So Noah Allen comes out. He just, there was just no room for him to run right there. He's frustrated here, wants to have a big senior night. And I know he wasn't at last week's game, so he was excited to get back out there this week for his last home. Well, it's not his last home game, actually, for the Athenians, but last regular season home game. So a little quick pass out to Braden Mitchell, who is, he's met. They read that well, and that was number 50. Who is Cole Wills, a senior, 5'11", 200 pounds, in there immediately to greet Braden Mitchell. As he attempted to cut that upfield.
That was troubling. Our blocker just stopped. He's got to keep moving that guy.
That's right. I don't want to point at the obvious, but we are going backwards every down here. So now it's 3rd and
guys.
Third and 19. And
need a big play.
We need to get some positive yardage.
Right.
Whatever it is, we need to get some positive yardage. So 4 seconds. For some reason, we're slow in our huddles, too. I think we didn't have guys set because we're rushing. So it looks like they wind the play clock, and we're taking too much time. So we're going to lose 5 more yards here.
I don't understand.
It's going to be 3rd and 24. Now, this is where the coach has a problem because he didn't have a 24-yard play.
Right. Well,
so
Mikael Willis is in.
Yeah. He could come up with a 24-yarder, couldn't he? And then some. Braden Mitchell's coming out. Jack Pendleton went into the game. We're breaking the huddle with 20 seconds to go on the play clock. That's a little better. 7 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Score remains 14-0. Athenians leading. And they're going to go deep for all his yards, and he's got him. What a beautiful throw, a beautiful pitch to Carson Scott. Wowie. That was a 40-yarder. So McCarty threw an absolutely perfect ball. And it was beautiful. Carson Scott, both hands up, didn't break his stride, just kept running.
Perfectly.
And decently covered by Frankfort.
Yeah.
The guy was within
caught it. Stride. He was well defended.
Here's what's awesome about that throw that McCarty just made. He was the only, Carson was going to catch it or nobody
That's
was.
Right.
Which is not easy. So 1st and 10 for the Athenians. They make up all that lost yardage we were whining about.
Right.
1st and 10, ball on the 16-yard line.
Craig Mitchell. Flag on the play.
I think it's a.
It's got great concentration.
So we got a flag. What's the call? Something against the Athenians. I see him pointing our direction.
He's pointing that way. It might have been a face mask. We'll see.
Yep. Oh, so it was,
Against the Hot Dogs.
who carried the ball that time?
That was Braden Mitchell.
Okay. He didn't get yardage from the play, but he definitely is going to get yardage on the face mask. And that's the 5-yard variety incidental? Yep. 5-yard face mask, which means he's got a hand on it. He didn't try to twist or pull or not the personal foul variety. So that makes it 2nd down and 8. McCarty back to pass again. Throws a rocket. He's going for Carson Scott in the corner of the end zone, but pretty well covered.
Yeah.
Really
Good defense. It was a good ball.
Yeah. Mostly probably threw that one away, I would say. Went out of bounds.
Flag on the play.
Oh, we got another flag.
What a surprise.
Yeah,
The NFL.
Right.
we're getting our share of penalties here for sure. We got a personal foul, roughing the passer against Frankfort, so that's going to give. That will give.
The Hot Dogs.
That's a 50. Well, it's half the distance.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and a first down. They have not moved the ball yet, though. They must be doing the math. Okay.
He had his iPhone calculator out.
He wanted to get another official to walk it off with him. So, anyway, we got.
All right.
Is that not automatic first down? Evidently, it's not. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, he's saying
It is. I thought it was. They didn't move the box.
First and
over
goal
there.
from the 7 or 6? No, 7. Let's go right home.
Snap over McCarty's head, and McCarty tried to jump on it. Snap was over his head. He got a hand on it, and they are signaling Frankfort football. So we're on the 7-yard line, and first snap really, Cale jumped and just couldn't bring that in, unfortunately. So rough timing there for that to happen. So it's time for the defense to step up. It's going to be 1st and 10, Frankfort ball on the 22-yard line.
At their own 22.
So here we go. Defense needs to step up here, and they can do it. Get some pressure on Frankfort. Don't give them anything big. Don't let the momentum swing. It's Pozos there from off tackle left side.
Good stop.
Yep. Well covered by the Athenians. I see Noah Allen out there at one of the linebacker spots, and Hagemeyer on this right side, getting some playing time at linebacker there for Noah.
Right.
So Frankfort's going to break the huddle and
Is
2nd and 7.
I haven't seen him a whole lot tonight. Moses Mora at 42. Is he?
He has been in there a couple times. I've seen his number. So how many did you get on that one? That's Wilkins.
4 or 5.
Steady dose of Wilkins and Pozos. Yep.
All right, big 3rd down here.
This is Hagemeyer on that tackle. That was Hagemeyer on that tackle. Good job there by the senior. So it's 3rd down and 3. Yeah, you said it. It's a big stop. Let's force them to punt. Do not give up that first down. We're bringing the house. And they tripped him up and stopped him short. Looked like
Jack Wilkins.
it was Jack Wilkins with the ball.
Manson was in there. Who's
Alex
that? 50?
Hernandez, I thought.
Hernandez and then Busenbark.
Yeah, I thought Hernandez got a hand on an ankle and tripped him up initially. Didn't make the actual tackle, but lost a couple yards here. So it's 4th down and a long 3. Oh, yeah. I would actually call that 4. The scoreboard changed it to 4. They are going for it because they know their chances are slim, and it's around the outside. And I'll tell you what, Wilkins that time put his head down.
Man, he sure did.
Yeah, it's one of those things you talk about. Either you're tackling or running, you want to be the guy falling forward.
Right. And our guys were tiptoeing on that one.
Yeah,
that's,
you're right.
Which they haven't been doing tonight.
No, that's the lightest we hit there. So that gives Frankfort a 1st down. Not to be missed if they went for it. And I get it. You're 0-8. You went for it 4th down in your own territory. So that brings up 1st and 10. The ball's on the 33-yard line for Frankfort.
Defense just has to concentrate.
Yep. Handoff is again to Wilkins, and we've got him wrapped up. And I see Nate Schrader in there and Noah Allen in the backfield. Of course, Desi Horton doing a great job.
Yeah, Higgemeyer.
Just a host of Athenians really swarming to the football. That's another thing that we've seen great improvement there.
Right.
They just the team gets to the ball. They don't stop till the whistle blows. So 2nd down and 8. Ball's on the 35-yard line. He's back to pass, a short little pass, and it is picked off by Carson Scott, who did a nice job. Puts a hand out early. There's a guy coming in from behind, but he tucked it in really well, and that's going to turn the ball over. How about 12-yard return, 13-yard return, just to get the ball back? So when you can do that,
right,
that makes a huge difference.
Big senior game.
Yeah. So here we go. Yeah, Carson Scott is having the game of his life.
Right.
I would agree.
All right, now the offense can redeem itself here. No penalties.
So who's in the backfield with him? Is that Braden Mitchell
That's
again?
Mitchell.
Okay. And Kagan Fields is in the wing position. McCarty fakes the handoff. He's rolling out to his left, so he's going to throw across the body. Nice pass. Hits Hernandez. Enough for the 1st down. Went with the middle route there.
He had man coverage. He has pick right there.
I knew for us, at least before, when Cam was quarterback, his reads started out with the far guy and worked its way back. I assume they're doing the same thing. And I think he looked downfield because we had a couple guys downfield and Andrew Martin. But Hernandez made a great move, great cut.
He's a good-looking football player.
Yeah.
He's got a tight end.
Soft hands to block.
Those hands and that size. That's a great asset.
Yep.
And he's a sophomore.
Yeah, and he's big. So there we go. Fires it over. Jesse Horton, Mr. Do a little bit of everything. Yeah, linebacker. I think leads the team in tackles. And picks up about 2 yards.
Quick hit, yeah.
Yep. Jesse's our punter. Linebacker plays sometimes in the O-line, sometimes in a tight end position. Sometimes as a wing.
I see a nice fade pattern to Carson in the corner here. Just go for it.
Yeah, it's the one they tried actually last time.
That good snap.
Covered. Yep, one out to the other side to Andrew Martin. Makes a nice count. Great score. Look at those wheels. Yeah, he did a great job. Andrew Martin in for the touchdown after a great move. Wow. Yep, that's awesome. Great job by the Athenians with 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. They're able to put 6 more on the board. And I assume our pattern tonight, we're going to go for 2. I believe. Nice shot. Went to the other side. I believe that might be Andrew's first catch tonight. Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We've hit Carson and Alex Hernandez and thrown to McHale a couple times.
Yeah, McCarty's way over. This has to be his best passing night.
Good point. Yeah. Lots of yardage. Sorry, we don't keep any of those stats ongoing. That's too much for Kent and myself. Right. We can't do that. So we go. There's a snap. He throws it up for grabs. Oh! And got hands on it. Who was that intended?
Hernandez. It was a nice play. It was right there.
He threw a jump ball.
Yep.
To the basketball player who can go up and get it. Right. And but it was off his hands in the back of the end zone, right in the middle. And you know what? Well executed though. Right. Great job by the Athenians too.
Great touchdown for Andrew Martin.
Yep. Well, he turned on the Jets there, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got wheels. Jeez.
20-0. With 2 minutes to go in the in the third quarter. And here's what I liked. They came back from the turnover.
Right, that's right.
And didn't let that swing the momentum. Didn't have a letdown there. So, yeah, the updates from around the conference. Crawfordsville's the big scoring machine here with 20 points on the board. Everybody else has the exact same score. Danville's over North 7-6 in the fourth quarter, and Tri-West is up over Southmont 13-0 in the third quarter. So battle going on down there at Southmont, battle going on at North Montgomery. The Athenians are pulling ahead of Frankfort with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, and then Lebanon and Western Boone probably the perhaps surprise of the night. Although they always battle each other closely, but it's 7-0 there with Lebanon having the lead. So there's a kick by Hernandez. Whoa, it's off his toe. Who is that, 81? That's the Shalim Rojas.
That was a big-time hit right there, number 34, Allen.
Yeah, and 42 is in there, too, because he's getting – that's
Moises, that was a big hit, right.
Yeah. That fires the guys up. You come back, score turnover, you create a turnover, score a touchdown, and then you have a big hit on the kickoff.
Yeah, that's right.
So, if we can end this quarter with another stop, that'd be pretty sweet.
Our defensive backs are Martin, McCarty, and Willis. Noah Allen's outside linebacker.
There's a pass, and the ball's up for grabs, and look at, oh my goodness.
He was gone.
That ball was up for grabs. Yeah.
Michael Willis read it, jumped the receiver, and he had nobody between him and the goal line, and I think that caused him to drop the ball.
We've done that a couple of times tonight, haven't we?
Yeah. So that's good defense.
Excited.
Good defense.
Yeah. Definitely threw that ball up for grabs. I thought for sure Willis would go get that. Gail McCarty, the senior's giving the freshman some pointers over there on how to how to field a fly ball. So here we go, 1st and 10. They were going for it. The hot dogs were, so it's 2nd and 10 now, and they're back to their bread and butter, which we are still playing really well, covering that well. There's Noah Allen in on that tackle, and Peyton Busenbark.
Yeah, Busenbark's he's tough.
He is. He plays well. Last year, it wasn't intentional, but he had a series of games where he just, and he was young. Obviously, you're younger, but hitting guys out of bounds would force personal fouls and but he's fixed all that. He's getting to the ball quicker, reading it quicker. The game he's able to move quicker. That's one of the things. So,
see, right?
Yeah, well covered that time. That's Wilkins. Oh no, it's not.
That is Ethan Powell.
That was Christian Mateus.
Oh, okay, the running back.
Yeah, is the running back.
The great defensive play right there was Ethan Powell. That was textbook, great tackle.
Yeah. Ethan's a ball hawk. He is. Yeah. He goes and gets it. So here we go. We forced Frankfort into punt formation here. We got Carson Scott back, who I'm sure is anxious to get his hands on this football and see what he can do. And I think they jumped. Yeah, I believe it's a false start, so it should back them up 5 yards.
False start against the Hot Dogs.
Doesn't change much in this situation, really. 4th and 13. I'll mention the Athenian volleyball team plays in the sectional tomorrow at Frankfort.
That's right.
So we go over there to play against West Lafayette at 11 o'clock a.m. And I'll tweet the updates. That's right. I'll be there to tweet and keep everybody informed. Carson Scott wisely just lets that ball bounce. And it gets covered. We're going to get the ball in the 44. Is that where they're going to spot it? Yep. So, yeah. So, again, the Athenian volleyball team, wish them good luck tomorrow in their first game of the sectional. They actually got the bye. West Lafayette beat Frankfort in 3 last night. And so we will play Frankfort at 11 o'clock. The game before that is Benton Central. And now I forget. Yeah, Benton Central and somebody plays before. All right, looks like Western Boone is on the board. And it's 6-7 with 4:41 to go in the third.
Nice run by Mitchell. Nice cuts, good football vision. Manson Simmons, lead blocker. That was a nice football play.
It's a fun guy to do that right there. All right, let's see if the Athenians can keep moving the ball. Second down, 8 yards to go. 6 seconds. This will be the last. Actually, they don't have to run a play, so it's going to be the end of the third quarter. We're going to head to the fourth quarter with a great 3 quarters of play. Athenians lead 20-0. Again, to recap, they've scored. They've had long passes. They've had great runs. They've overcome fourth downs and turnovers. They've punched in a defensive interception return for a touchdown by Noah Hagemeyer, and just done a number of good things tonight. So it's been fun to watch.
Yeah, this is I think there's a proverb that says winning is like a lot better than losing.
Yeah, that's a good one. You know what else? Get some momentum heading into the sectional, and our opponent is not the number 1 team in the state, first round of the sectional, so let's take that and win a sectional game. It's a county conference opponent again.
Right, and they could overlook us.
We didn't play well the first time we played them. They beat us. North beat us 40-6. We're on our home turf. It is fall break, so the guys can get probably some. I don't know how the team's going to practice, but get some rest. Get in here. My guess is they'll keep it the same.
Make it like a camp.
Exactly. And get it done.
In this quarter, threw for 92 yards, and he was.
All right, so here we go. First play of the fourth quarter. Athenians on offense.
I'd like to see Dr. Coach Riker go deep on this one. Go for a quick strike. Oh, inside handoff.
Was that Allen? That did not look like Braden. Yeah, I thought it was no Allen in there. Just picked up not much, if anything. So it's going to bring up third down and 8 yards to go.
All right, let's go play action. Roll a little bit to his left, and
how about your tight end seam?
Yeah, let's the tight end slip out.
So Pendleton into the game. Noah Allen and Mikhail Willis came out. So a little personnel change for the things now. They broke the huddle with 6-5. So we're rushing it again. When they do those personnel changes, they're deciding too late. Takes the handoff to Pendleton. He's got a man open deep. Just overthrew him a little bit. It's Andrew Martin running a fade route, and he
had him beat.
He did.
It was a good ball. It was
it would have had to have been
about
a perfect ball.
Just a step out of his reach.
Yeah, similar to what Carson Scott caught earlier. Just and well thrown again by McCarty. Getting chased, rolling out to his left. That's not the easy way to roll and throw, right? As you well know, you're a quarterback. But here we go. We're in formation. Number 21, Andrick Mulenax is back for Frankfort. Hey,
that's a
time, and he boomed it, and it hit, but it actually took a Frankfort bounce that time. So Jack Pendleton reeled it in before.
Good coverage. Put him back to the 20. Let our defense stuff him here and get the ball back.
Hey, you wanted it was a play later than you wanted it, but you said let's go for it deep here, and they did.
Right.
A little bit of a change there and a score. Danville's now up 15-6 over North Montgomery, and Lebanon and Webo are still 7-6. All right. Frankfurt quarterback just throws it out of bounds. Just got rid of it there.
Good. Smart play by the quarterback.
Yeah, Sam Michael, sophomore, has played, and I don't know if you get to call him a junior now because he's got another year of experience, but he's played well.
Yeah.
If 10:55 to go here in the fourth quarter in the game. Officials are stopping play. Gave a sideline warning to Frankfort, which usually means somebody was standing in the official's way as he tried to move down the field.
Right.
And they don't like that.
No.
So next time will be a penalty. That's the warning. So here we go. And St. Michael drops back, and he's going to now scramble around the left side. But he's not going to get anything because that's well covered.
Yeah. Defense really spread it out, and that was defense the way it's supposed to be played.
Yeah, you've pointed out that was no Allen out there that didn't. He stayed home.
Right.
Yeah, responsibility quarterback rolling around that side, and he
those are all
out of bounds.
Yeah, those are all just signs of fundamental football improvement that I think can bode well for. Just know that kudos to Coach Slicker and building a program. Our 8th graders this year, that was not the strongest class as 7th graders.
Yep.
And they had numbers, and they improved. So you're going to have a good class of 8th graders that are going to be freshmen.
That's good. That's what we need. Timeout, Frankfort. So timeout. They had spread everybody out wide. There was nobody in the backfield with St. Michael, quarterback, and they want to reset. I'm sure Frankfort at 0-8 would just love to get in the end zone.
Yeah.
So they're going to take it serious with the last 10.5 minutes here to play. So I know that future broadcasts, you can't typically broadcast IHSA playoff games. Once in a while you can pay an extra fee. I know that in the past we've been able to do that. We are not going to do that now. And Southmont, I'm going to give you a scoring update. Southmont's now scored in the fourth quarter, so it's 13-7. So Tri-West is up by the touchdown only.
Wow.
Not the touchdown in the PAT. So that could get interesting down there. And Coach Welliver and I were talking at halftime. We've seen people hang out. They've been able to hang in there with Tri-West.
Right.
They're not. They do win. They've only lost one conference game, and that's to Webo. But everything is close. And so Southmont is hanging in there with them on Southmont's senior night. And, of course, Coach Welliver's nephew, Ty Welliver, is a senior down at Southmont, so he went down to see those pregame festivities and them honor that senior class at Southmont High School. Quarterback St. Michael takes off, drops back a little bit. You think that was a design draw play?
No, he was running for his life.
Okay. I felt like he could have stayed in the pocket.
Right.
As I asked. He got out of there quickly, but he's been roughed up enough tonight and chased around that maybe he just wanted to get out of there.
Our defensive backs have covered tonight. We might want to just keep him in the pocket, let him wing it.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, so 4th down. They're going for it. Hot Dogs, nobody in the backfield, of course. They got 5 guys out wide. And we better know where that first down marker is, and they're going to go deep in that middle pattern. Oh, what a beautiful catch. And they're calling it a catch. I thought he caught it.
Yeah, it was a great catch.
He laid out for it. Absolutely beautiful. They've tried that about 3 or 4 times tonight, right in that same area in the middle of the field, and haven't gotten it. And that time I think it was it number 4, Jade Ayers?
Yes.
Who was able to, he laid out to go get it. So first down, Frankfort in Athenian territory here. Looks like we have starters on the field on both sides. There's Matty back here. Just about, there you go.
Wow.
That's well covered. Is that Hagemeyer? Who was that in there? Yep. Noah Hagemeyer, senior, in there with a sack.
And Ethan Powell.
Was Ethan Powell in there too on the other side? Yep, both.
And Hernandez. 88. That was great.
Yeah, lost 5 yards on that play to bring up 2nd down and 15 up a nice catch.
That was awesome.
They weren't going to give him any time to throw that time. All right. Timeout here. Timeout Frankfort. So 9:03 to go. Scores 20-0, and here at the Athenian Complex. And no updates. Quick recap there: 7-6 at Western Boone. Lebanon still leads. Our update is that they are still in the third quarter at Southmont. That's what it says anyway. So, as I started to mention here, the season opener for girls basketball will be November 8th.
Wow.
With a new head coach this year and Coach Tyler Smith and his crew. And so Athenian Lady Basketball will open here at home against Seeger. And again, that'll be on November 8th. It will be webcast. We think at least Tony Thomas will be involved. He does a great job calling those games, calling any of the basketball games, and so hopefully you'll tune in for those as we get ready to change seasons here and move indoors, Kent, as it gets cold.
That's right.
So here we go. Nobody in the backfield with Sam Michael again. Kind of throws up for grabs, and he did. And guess what? Mikhail Willis at that time was able to come down with the ball. Yep, interception. And you kind of called that one, too. I got to say tonight, you said, let's let him sit back there and throw it because he tends to give it right back to us. And so, once again, he just kind of throws that up for grabs.
Yeah.
I don't know if they think the receiver is a guy that can out-jump it. You're probably not going to out-jump Mikhail Willis.
No, you're not going to out-jump him. But I just that's another sign of the progress our team's made.
Yep.
They haven't updated, but I found it.
So North Montgomery is now, just give you a quick scoring update since we just got one. North Montgomery is trailing Danville. It's 15-12, so just down 3. Cardy's going to try to take off. He gets turns out what could have been a loss into gain of 1 or 2?
Yeah. A little more than that, maybe.
Is it? Couldn't tell we went out of bounds, yeah.
Nah, looks like a healthy 1. No.
Well, I did not think he must have gone out of bounds sooner than we thought he did. So, on the turnover, Athenians take over here, and second down and 11. Ball's on the 38-yard line. Going to see if these senior class can put some more points on the board here. And fires it out there. A little high out there. He had to throw it over the defenders. I thought they got their hands up 50-11 over there. And so put a little too much air into that, and Carson Scott could not come down with it that time. Okay, it looks like Tri-West has scored again. Now it's 21-7. So I wonder if that wasn't a run back or something. Southmont scored, and Tri-West has now put 7 more on the board. Actually, 8 more. I think it was 13-7. So, all right, third down and 11 for the Athenians. Let's see if they can make something happen. McCarty with some time. Good move. He's tucking it. He's going to take off, and he's going to go. And
got a holding penalty back here.
Let's see that. So great run by McCarty, but it's going to be
he has wheels.
Yeah, he turned it on there. So last year at Frankfort, I told you the lights went out at halftime.
Yeah.
So we played the second half on one side of the field, just kept turning it around. And it worked pretty well, but I think Cale accounted for 5 touchdowns.
Yeah. And
that was Cam's first game back from injury, and he had 3, I believe, but McCarty actually stripped the ball on defense and ran one back.
Oh, my gosh.
So it was really fun. And then he kind of could just run all over these guys. So
yeah. Well, his vision was blocked a little bit. Martin ran a great route right there and was wide open about 15 yards downfield.
Couldn't see him, though.
So,
for
15 for this from the point of the foul. But, yeah, you couldn't see him.
Yeah, that happened way back in the backfield, didn't it? It was 3rd and 11. It's now 3rd and 26. So somebody's going to... So here we go. And snap with shotgun, and they are Frankfort's on him. 6 was in there. That is Ramsey Mitchell, junior defensive end, and he was all over. He actually forced Kell to step up and into the coverage, into the sack. That brings up 4th down and brings Jesse Horton and the punt team out.
See if Jesse's punt magic can continue.
It's like one of the big guys there blocking at the second level, Sam Mayberry into the game, another senior for the Athenians. Back out for football since his...
Right.
Oh. Hey, we jinxed our rolls, didn't we?
Well, again, that's another athletic punt move to get rid of that because their penetration is... that was...
They're on us. So we didn't really turn the field over here. It's going to be 1st and 10 on... They're in Athenian territory here. We're kind of used to that ball rolling, though.
Right.
Yards, so.
Right, we need to put them back on at least the 40.
Yeah.
Out, but see if they continue to throw the ball to kind of stop the clock, or if they're going to run it.
Yep. It sure looks like they're going to throw, doesn't it? That formation. Yeah. So Sam Michael in the shotgun, prospective pass. Wow. And I bet we're going to get a flag there with the good hit, but I'm sure it may have been helmet. That may have been helmet penalty. They might have called targeting on that. Which the pass was complete. Enough for the first down. I felt like it was just a good, clean football hit, but I was a little blocked by the window, actually. Yeah, personal foul, targeting. So they're gonna. Yeah, I didn't see that. He was wobbling when he got up, and I think it was just a good hard hit by McCarty. I know he got up fired up, but that's going to add 15 yards onto the end of this catch. Yeah.
Well, our defense has its work cut out for it now.
Yeah, we're in and you know these guys want to shut out.
Right.
So they're going to have to work. They're going to have to work for it. So here's what we got, though. They're going to be throwing the ball, and you know how that's not worked out very well.
Right.
Or maybe it has for us, actually. So here we go. 1st and 10, ball's on the 18-yard line after the penalty. It really did look like a clean hit from what I saw live, and we are on him. Oh, just 2 guys back there. Just missed him. Michael rolls out, and guess what?
Carson Scott
threw the ball. Carson Scott tackled by McCarty.
With no helmet. No targeting.
He didn't target him that time.
3rd interception by number 5, Carson Scott, having a great senior night.
He is. What game of his life. I said that earlier, and I mean it. And we had Jesse Horton and I think Noah Allen.
Yeah, that was
or Hagemeyer.
They almost had a quarterback sandwich right there.
Actually, Hagemeyer going in for the quarterback sandwich. It just missed him. He somehow slipped out of that, but it's a good thing he did.
That's right.
Because he was able to throw the ball. And Carson Scott made a nice interception. We had Carson Scott and McCarty in the area, both seniors, both experienced. And I'll say this for the senior class, and you know you can say it for a while now, but they've stuck with it. It's not been the wins, obviously, that have kept these guys out. It's the love of the game, right? It's the loyalty and that desire to keep playing and competing and be part of a turnaround. And so I'm thankful they've done that. I think we jumped again. Oh, we took timeout. Timeout, Athenians. 7:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. 20-0. Just a great football game. Great end to the regular season here. You said defense has their work cut out for them. They were able to come up with a big turnover.
That's right. You're right.
So nice, well done by the defense. And again, Carson Scott just reading the quarterback well in the right place at the right time. Able to come down with it. Probably, I think, could add one more. Is that right? One more interception where I feel like the ball was in his hands. And
yes, you're right.
Yeah, he fourth. So what a game. You know, this is the kind of thing, Kent, though, you can remember. You'll remember for the rest of your life playing a game like this one. And for a team that didn't have a win on the season, it's nice for these seniors.
Right.
So McCarty takes off, but we've got a holding call. I believe flag down. Yeah, McCarty had a nice run, but there's just a hold there. I saw it here with the left side of our line.
I just don't.
Here's what's, that's always what they say about it, but he was already past that.
Right.
So the hold was unnecessary, but so visible. So we're going to back him up at least 10, maybe more than that. Nope, looks like it's going to be right must happen right at the line of scrimmage. So we'll replay first down, but we'll just tack on 10 more yards. McCarty in the shotgun. Is that Pendleton, or that's Noah Allen with it? Ooh, snap was a little bit high, but I think Noah Allen was able to pick it up.
Yeah,
and turn it into some positive yards. Well played by the senior. They got a guide, Frankfort. Frankfort has an injury down there. He looks mostly mad about it. He's kind of pounding his feet, so I'm not sure what's happening or who it is for Frankfort. But that ball ended up on the turf, and Noah Allen was able to pick it up and turn it into a little bit of a gain. Frankfort players sitting up at least and asking for some help. So the update from North Montgomery playing Danville. The score's 15-12. They are threatening to score with 2.5 minutes left in the game. So 2.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Yep, number 11 for Frankfort. That is Efren Quinones, who's up and appears to be okay. Walking off the field without any help. So here we go, 20-0 here at Crawfordsville. Second down, 17.
Interesting to hear again.
Trying to overcome that holding penalty there. Looks like McCarty's going to go under center, which is wise. That's a good coaching move there on a tough snap where the ball ended up on the turf. And it's going to fade back. Quick handoff to... That wasn't Manson, was it? Who's in there?
Noah Allen.
Noah Allen. He's back in again. Did he get a couple? Looks like he got one out of that. So 3rd and 16. I'd call it 3rd and 15. I think he got two.
Yep.
So Noah Allen comes off the field. It's 3rd down, 15 yards to go. Ball is on the 15 of the Athenians. Quick pass out to Andrew Martin. Makes a nice move. Breaks it to the outside. Does end up getting out of bounds. Picks up about 6 or 7 yards, I think.
Well, punt team's coming on.
Yeah.
That was a nice play.
It was a good play. Probably picked up 7 yards. You just can't, those holding penalties,
right?
Obviously,
it's brutal.
Derail you. Yeah, it's hard to overcome that. 10-yard loss at a minimum. Got a couple updates here scoring-wise down at Southmont. Tri-West has scored another touchdown, so it's 29-7. And then at Western Boone, they've now pulled ahead of Lebanon, and they are up 14-7 over Lebanon. Western Boone does what they do. They've been there before. So nice punt by great punt by Jesse Horton. So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 36-yard line for the Frankfort Hot Dogs.
All right,
see number 66 in there on the D line for Crawfordsville. That's Jesus Resendez, and he's a senior defensive lineman in the game. There's another ball up for grabs, and it looks like McCarty was able to tip it, but couldn't bring it down. The Frankfort other receiver.
McCarty and Willis.
Yeah, both there. Number 4 for Frankfort, Jade Ayers, who was in the vicinity, kind of rolled it at the top of McCarty. He could not come down with it, but he did a nice job of tipping the ball.
Yeah.
And almost with another pick for that Athenian defense. The sophomore quarterback just does not have much zip on it. Update from North Montgomery. Timeout North, 3rd and 3 from the 12-yard line with 1:14 to go in the game. So 3rd and 3 on the 12 for North Montgomery. Timeout. Handoff. It's number 23 for Frankfort, who is Christian Matthias, and picks up a couple yards. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 for Frankfort. So another big 3rd down stand here. North Montgomery has just scored on Danville. So 18-15 with about a minute to go, probably.
They just scored, so they haven't got the extra time.
Yep. Should be 18-15. North Montgomery up over Danville now with about a minute to go in the game. North Montgomery has just been able to battle all year long. Everybody they've played, I know they lost to Webo by 2 touchdowns, Kent. That was it.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. What a great interception there. Jesse Horton with a beautiful interception. That ball was almost past him. He grabbed it with one hand, his left hand, and pulled it in. Just a beautiful job. What?
Another great senior night.
That's right. Another great senior night.
How many punt yards does he have tonight?
A bunch.
I don't know. Maybe put his punting yards against McCarty's passing yards.
Yeah, could be close. That's fun. Another interception for that Athenian defense, and he is able to he is able to haul it in, and that gives the ball back to the Athenians in Frankfort hot dog territory. So turnovers plaguing Frankfort tonight, making it hard for them.
That's right.
Got Jack Pendleton there with taking the ball, and he is off and up the middle with a great run. Wow, right up the middle. Just a quick off into the heart of the defense, over that big line of Corbin Smith and Manson Simmons and Peyton Busenbark, Nate Schrader. Those guys opened up a hole that time, and he trucked.
That's just a good football play. Yeah. We had a good hole in the 4-hole on the right side.
Great job.
Open
First
it up
and 10 on the 25. Sorry, go ahead.
Just good hard running. Yeah. Here it goes again.
Same thing. I'm guessing they're going to keep doing that just to keep that clock running. There's Pendleton again. Picked up 2 yards on the play. So, 2nd and 8. How about that hard-nosed running, though?
That's right.
Here's what we've seen. A fun variety of Pendleton, Noah Allen, Braden Mitchell,
right?
McCarty. Although I feel like McCarty's big runs have been negated by holding penalties.
Yeah, right.
So bring some fresh guys in, changing out. Jack Pendleton stays in the backfield, and
they're running I.
Yep, that's Noah Allen it's Hagemeyer in the fullback spot, and ball comes loose. Ball comes loose. Number 50 for Frankfort. And that's Busenbark chasing him, and they're able to drag him down before he gets the end zone, about the 15.
Those flags. Look at those flags.
There has to be some holding. Yeah. There's going to be some block in the back or illegal blocking going on that return. Yep. So it was Jack Pendleton with the run. Out of the I formation, which we haven't seen tonight, I don't believe. And then, I guess that's not true because Manson was lined up in that fullback spot too. But first time we've seen Noah Allen there.
Right.
Okay, and one that they picked up.
Block in the back is the call about the 30-yard line, so that'll back it up 10 yards on their return.
Is that from the point of the foul?
Should be. Yep.
That was unfortunate for the hot dogs because that was completely unnecessary to block a guy.
He was way past
20 yards past the play.
I was looking at the runner down the field, the return guy, who's number 50, by the way, Cole Wills, a senior, 5'11", 200-pound He's a linebacker for Frankfort. Picked that thing up and was trucking down the
it was a good
down
run.
the middle field. It was. Yep. So it's going to bring up 1st and 10 with the turnover for Frankfort. 4 minutes to go here. 41-yard line of the Athenians with that return minus the penalty yardage. And we'll see if the defense can step up again. Got a guy back there. They're actually going to hand off this time. They haven't had much luck with the passing game. Breaks a couple tackles. About had him in the backfield. That was Hagemeyer and Tyson Hendon back there.
All right.
Hendon is a senior, I believe. Tackle by Noah Allen. Picked up about 5 yards. So 2nd and 5 on the 36-yard line.
Clock's running. Let's go defense. No scores.
Yeah, let's keep the shutout going.
They're going trips right.
Yep. I think they... Yeah, false start. So they're gonna lose everything they just gained.
Right.
But we'll replay 2nd down. So 2nd and... Yeah, it has been a penalty fest, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And just a number of those procedural penalties. So here we go now. 2nd and 10, ball on the 41-yard line for Frankfort. Michael drops back to pass. Got a guy in the middle. He actually got it. And he's... so we went for the interception, number 16. Riley Goodnight, a sophomore, slot receiver. Our guy went, instead of playing defense, went for the interception there. And had a good read on it. Ball made it through there. He caught it and was able to punch it in for Frankfort.
Yeah, that's a great catch.
Yep.
Well done. You know, if you're going to go for that, you got to get it.
You got to be 100% sure. That's right. That's the only time it's okay, right?
Right.
You better get it. So that allows Frankfort to get on the board. 20-6 now with 3 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. So Frankfort is going for 2. And we lost our safety. Was that McCarty that went for it, you think?
I couldn't see. There. That was in his part of the field.
Yep. Looks like they did not get it. The Athenians are able to... Hey, they stopped the conversion. That's a great job by the defense to step up there. That's from the 3-yard line. I mean,
right.
So that's significant. So that makes the score 20-6. Crawfordsville leading Frankfort. Lost our shutout there with it's actually they went for it again. Would have been another interception. I'm not even sure how many. 7 maybe? 6.
Right.
No. How many has Carson Scott had?
Carson's had 3.
Okay.
McHale's had 1.
Says had 1, so is that the 4? So they're going for the 5th interception. All right, so another update from Danville. Danville now, as they have the ball at the North Montgomery 16-yard line with 29 seconds to go after a big play by the Danville offense. And so sounds like a great game up at North Montgomery.
Danville's one of those teams that, you show up to it looked, I didn't know Wabash was going to be on our field tonight.
Yeah, they're so big, so deep. You're right, and they just make plays. They just have some weapons. So here we go. 3 minutes to go. Frankfort is going to kick off again. Last time it was a squib kick. It looks like they're ready to onside it. It was at the beginning of the half. So got our hands team in there. McCarty's in there, and Kagan Fields and Alex Hernandez. Those guys are in as the hands team. And here's a kick from Frankfort. And there it is. And it right into the arms. Who was that man? Manson Simmons.
Well fielded ground ball. Number 8, Jesse Horton again.
Jesse Horton. Nice hands, Jesse. He got it and went right to the ground just like he's supposed to. So the Athenians will take over on about the 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
We got one timeout left the way it is.
Nope, 47 is where they're going to mark it.
Well, it's the same feeling I had at the end of last season. I wish our seniors had one more year.
Yes. I felt that same way. I had a senior last year. Yep.
They're just really getting good at the game.
You're right. So we got Manson Simmons in there in the fullback spot. He's going to get the ball, get the handoff. He's still going, pushing ahead. He was hit about after a 1-yard gain, but then went ahead and picked up another 2. So 2nd and 7 with a nice run. Good push by the O-line. Running over Nate Schrader, and who else is on that right side?
Hot dogs on the play.
They told Cale to take his time and huddle and snap the ball until it's time to go down.
Okay, McCarty under center. Got Manson Simmons in there again. Is that Pendleton with him in the backfield? Or no, Allen? I can't see if it's 24 or 34. It's Pendleton. McCarty's going to keep it. Picks up a couple yards.
Oh, there's a flag. That looks like a late hit.
I think it was a late hit. It felt like they had a guy come in there late.
He's hurt again.
So flag on play, got a couple yards picked up there by McCarty on the keeper. Will be 2nd and 5 before the penalty. Personal foul against Crawfordsville, actually. We must have come in late. Yep. I think we're coming in there with some spring action, so that's going to negate it was after it's dead ball, so they'll march off 15 yards.
Oh, that's silly.
Yep. And I think the down counts, doesn't it? Shouldn't it be 3rd down? You don't get to play down over on a personal foul.
I thought it was dead ball.
Yeah, me too. So they're not changing the box, but so it's 2nd and 21. Using up that clock. Take a timeout. So burned as much time as they could now. Yeah, now it's 3rd down. That's what I thought it should have been. They finally changed it. Third and 21 on the 36-yard line.
Alrighty. Chargers come up with a victory. It's National Conference victory. They finish the season.
So score update now. Actually, it's a final from North Montgomery. They are able to beat Danville 18-15 is the final score from North Montgomery. So Sagamore Conference update. Western Boone still leads Lebanon 14-7 in the 4th quarter. Tri-West leads Southmont 29-7 in the 4th quarter. And, of course, here in Crawfordsville, Kent.
All right.
20-6. 3rd and 21, ball on the 36-yard line. McCarty from the shotgun hands it to Braden Mitchell, who is running hard, stays up. Now about 7 guys hit him, so he doesn't stay up any longer.
Great run.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm hungry to had him all season.
It would have been fun to watch him play all season, that's for sure. I know he was a football player. Yep. I'm happy for him, though, getting out there now and first game of the sectional. I was thinking that's what he should yell. PA announcer
Oscar Meyer
said, "Tackle by a package of hot dogs, maybe." Sort of waiting for that one. Frankfort timeout. They would like to score again here on 4th down. Now the score at Western Boone. They now lead the Tigers 20-7. And there probably can't be much time left in that game. 4:53 left at Western Boone. 20-7 lead. Western Boone scored again.
Looks like
and Southmont has tacked on another score, so it's 29-13 in the fourth quarter down at South. So highlights of tonight, what's the biggest difference?
Well, I think we controlled the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
To a certain point is we didn't commit a lot of silly penalties.
Right.
But then we started committing penalties.
We did a great first half, though.
Right. We just made defensively. Our guys. We had containment. We had our linebackers staying home. We made. We tackled well, better than it seemed in years.
I agree.
What do you think, Brian?
Yep, I would agree with you. Can't control line of scrimmage. Made plays when we had to. Mm-hmm. Defense played great. Had the one unfortunate turnover, and probably a little bit on the touchdown that Frankfort scored. Went for the pick.
Yep.
Instead of just playing defense. It's almost one of those kind of know the situation.
Right.
You're trying to keep them out of the end zone right there.
Right.
There wasn't really a need to. Gave up a little bit of a silly touchdown. So.
But and big nights out of we had good senior leadership tonight.
Jeez, Carson
just
Scott,
intensity,
Jesse Horton,
right?
Cale McCarty. They have played well. Noah Hagemeyer,
right?
Return.
Pick off, pick six
for a touchdown,
right.
And I think there may have been Hagemeyer got drilled over there, and I'm not sure he wasn't the. I can't remember the name of that call, but the
chop block.
Well, no, he wasn't looking. What do they call that?
Oh, crackback.
Yeah.
That will ring your bell.
Yeah. He got hammered. I actually watched that one happen. So Hagemeyer's coming off the field. He just didn't see it coming.
Personal foul, blindside block.
Yeah, blindside
there you
block.
go.
That's the word. Yeah, he was absolutely looking the other direction, got drilled. So a little bit of a cheap play there. Had our share of those. So Frankfort's going to start off with what is it going to be? First and
goodness,
long way.
Yeah, first 25.
25 should be.
All right, but we got to play defense. Got to play center field.
So we got I see Braden Mitchell in on defense, and Jesse Horton still in there. Tyson Hendon is in there. Ethan Powell still in. Who's 68? Is that Resendez? Is that what I called earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, Jalen Fairfield is in for the Athenians. 6'2", 250-pound defensive lineman, getting a little time in on senior night. Quarterback rolls, fakes his throw. He's in front of line of scrimmage now. Sam Michael runs it out of bounds.
25 seconds.
Yeah, gets out of bounds, so the clock's going to stop, but picks up about 7 or 8 yards. Get that clock moving. Second and 18. Ball's on the 21-yard line. Frankfort's pinned pretty deep.
Mr. Guanajuato.
He's firing up that band.
Yeah, the band's getting ready to play.
What a difference maker. I know they're at all the football games, but I love it when they're at the basketball games. They light up that gym, and it just makes such a difference. If I had it my way, they did every game.
That's right.
We actually went over to Seeger this year to play volleyball, and they had a pep band for a volleyball game, and it was impressive. Mm-hmm. And we went over to your stomping grounds. They didn't have a band, but they bring a crowd to Covington, and it was fun. Covington's got a really good team. They beat Central Catholic last night.
Oh, great.
In the sectional. So Michael rolls. He's throwing another one up for grabs. I thought, I don't know why. It sounds like a whistle. There's another whistle, but that's Noah Allen with the interception. I think it's the 5th one of the night for the Athenians, but that's the end of the game. Athenians win on senior night against Frankfort to move to 1-8 on the season. 20-6 victory. Played great. I noticed. I thought you may have highlighted all the seniors. Should we run through that list?
Yeah. We seniors tonight. Number 5, Carson Scott. Number 7, Cale McCarty. Number 8, Jesse Horton. 13, Braden Mitchell. 31, Noah Hegemeyer. 34, Noah Allen. 44, Samuel Foster. 54, Manson Simmons. 60, Tyson Hendon. 62, David Manco. 66, Jesus Resendez. 68, Jalen Fairfield. 70, Jose Contreras. 77, Samuel Mayberry. And 79, TJ Daughtry. Our senior Athenians.
Fun night for them to come away with a victory on senior night, and obviously defending your home field and sending Frankfort away with at least a winless regular season again. Second year in a row. 50-8 last season, I know. 20-6 this season. All of our lights stayed on over here. So guys are fired up heading into sectional week against North Montgomery. This is Kent. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a great time.
Fun. Thanks to Coach Rhett Welliver for putting all this together, setting up every week. Justin Duggar running the computer, doing all the scoring updates, does a fantastic job. So great team, fun team to work with. This will be it. Can't cover the sectional game. So the next broadcast again will be, you can actually cover it, but it takes quite a bit of money. The IHSA wants to get paid if you're going to broadcast the game. And so that won't be happening. But it is a home game next week against North Montgomery right here on the Athenian field. And so that will be a great game. We need to, all Athenian fans, you don't need to watch on webcast, you need to show up.
That's right.
And get out here and support them and back them as they head into sectional. And we've got some momentum.
Yeah, that's right. They did great things tonight, and that's a team out there.
Yep. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks to everybody.
These guys, we appreciate you watching and the support, and look forward again to basketball season November 8th.
That's right.
For the Lady Athenian basketball team. Seeger is the home opener, November 8th.
Right on.
See ya.
Go Athenians.